and go live button clicked now. And we should be here. Let's see. See what my voice sounds like, if my mic's coming through right. We're going live in a sec. Yes, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so good. How my that should be higher. That should be a lot higher. Okay. There we go. Problems. Problems should be solved now. Yeah. We're doing Hunger Games Simulator. We're ahead of schedule, too. By a slight margin. A slight margin. Hey, should I ping? Okay, I'm just gonna ping everyone and say the stream started. Alright, perfect. And here we are. Welcome, everyone. We're doing more Hunger Games. Glad you could make it. How's everyone's day been? I hope it's been excellent. We're going to be joined by, hopefully, DrLoboto, Saf, and AmericanElephant all at once. We've all been in past streams. I am not 100% sure if things are actually going to work out, but we did arrange it in advance. Let's hope they can all make it. So I'm just waiting for them to show up. I guess I'll get into a call. Alright, starting now. I'll just call. Oops, I didn't mean to call him in his DM. Fuck. I didn't mean to. This was not my intention. I thought I was calling you in the group chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, are you not?
Yeah, I was supposed to, but I accidentally used your DMs. I guess I have to use the call button in the group chat instead of calling you individually.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, now I see it. All right.
Okay, my bad. Let me just start a voice call. Everyone who's not online will just be auto removed. Okay. Yeah, here we are. What? Oh, hello, Ty. It says the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. It doesn't appear to be on, OBS, but okay. Yeah, I mean, if anyone is noticing any issues with the stream, obviously point those out to me. Well, regardless, I'm waiting on everyone else to join, but for me, for now, it's just Kevin and I. And,
hello.
Yeah. Probably remember him from the Amphibia Frogvasion Simulator stream, and also the last Hunger Games. So, the title was not an exaggeration. In fact, I was underselling it. We put in not only 300 characters, we put in 312 characters. So we even went further than the title said. The actual reason why it's 312 is because I realized I forgot some of the requests and had to shoot them in last minute. So, that's why it's like that now. It was originally just going to be 300, but you know what? The title isn't wrong. We did add 300. We just added 12 more after that.
Yeah, it's a technicality thing. It's whatever.
Yes, it's just a clerical error. We've got tributes from all sorts of media across the board. I am not reading out every single one of them. I haven't done it for like the last several games, and I'm not going to do it again now because there's even more tributes than last time. You'll probably notice we're on a separate website than the one we've used for all the past streams, and that's because that website, Brantsteel, limits you to 200 players. This website, which I believe is called Agma Schwa, lets you just kind of add characters indefinitely, and now we have 312 of them. It's truly obscene.
All right.
So,
yeah, that works.
Yep. And I worked off of the base of what we had in the last game, so all 200 of those tributes plus 112 other tributes. So...
Oh, Christ.
It's gonna be wild. Let me just scroll down. Yeah, we added in Phineas and Ferb, SpongeBob characters, some more Demon Slayer. There's actually pretty
I
much
cannot wait.
everyone. There's fucking everyone from Demon Slayer is in this at this point. I've just been
I cannot
periodically.
wait to.
Pardon?
Can't wait to. Sorry, I can't wait to laugh my ass off at the Phineas and Ferb results because I've seen the show in full at least twice now in my lifetime. So I consider myself intimate enough with these characters as to where I'm like, okay, could this be canon if it were to occur?
I think I've seen enough of the show. I haven't watched it in full, but I've seen enough of it that I have a very basic understanding of the characters. Kind of like what you would have of the TF2 mercenaries, because I know you said you've never played
Ye-
TF2, but you know everything there is
Yeah,
to know about the characters. Because they're really,
yeah.
they're kind of flat and static anyway, so it's not like there's really more to see. Well, besides the
True, yeah.
TF2, the TF2 comics actually do kind of flesh them out a bit more, but in the base game, not really.
Yeah, and the Phineas and Ferb characters, even if there is more to them, most of the time there's usually you can usually tell like which dialogue fits
Yeah,
what
pretty much.
character, their usual quirks or delivery. Sometimes even just from looking at them, you can kind of tell their role in the show and how
Yeah,
they
completely.
like just watching them in action, and then you look at their designs and you're like, "Yep, that design fits perfectly with what I'm seeing on screen."
Noted, yeah. There's a lot of moments like that. Chubby Nose is saying the stream is lagging on YT. Maybe it was. I don't think it is now, because Kai says it's fine. And they're having a convo in chat. And Friction says, he just killed Ikro on my server. You're welcome. Okay. It's
Oh yeah,
very
real
impressive
quick,
to do that. Ikro is very good at PvP.
real quick, could you screen share the Hunger Games
Oh,
site?
I
Because
always forget to do that. That's my bad. Yeah, I
okay,
got
thank you.
you.
Yeah, I can see it right now on the
Yeah,
YT stream on my phone. I just
I got you.
want to make
Don't
sure
worry.
I'm.
Let me just stream Hunger Games Simulator on this website. I've been periodically adding more Demon Slayer characters depending on where I am in the show. So
Mm,
basically, everyone is here now,
oh yeah, I
with
guess we
maybe a
should.
couple
Should
exceptions.
we put like a because you and I have seen through it all, but should we put a Demon Slayer spoiler
I'm not
warning
going to be
here?
talking about specific spoilers because Loboto and Saf haven't watched it.
Okay, yeah, I won't then either. I'll try to watch my wording depending on what occurs.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at that. Admittedly, I'll try to be vague as much as possible.
Yeah.
If I see something that's funny with the Demon Slayer characters, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, that's totally in character," but I won't be able to elaborate.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also have JoJo characters. We have these. Oh yeah, we have some meme characters. Loboto and A kept demanding I add this thing. I don't know what it is, but they kept posting it over and over again, and the overwhelming power of the image was too great. I had to put it in. I had no choice.
I noticed whatever the hell that was last night in between like breaks from like family time. What the hell was that? What is this thing? It looks like an annoying orange
I
Pac-Man
don't fucking know what it is,
nightmare.
but they kept asking for me to add it. They literally, they just posted the same image over and over again, being like, "Hey, can we add this? Can we add this?" While
I
Saf was
think
trying to
it's
give
meant.
serious suggestions.
You know what? Let me check something just real quick. Damn it. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh shit, no. I thought it was actually like some Nightmare Pac-Man thing for a second. But then I checked the Pac-Man design doesn't have a bow, so it's like, yeah, I still don't know what the fuck this is. I it looks like it reminds me of these old like these memes from like oh my god, like 2018 or some shit where it was like a 3D character named like Orang or something
Oh,
and it was like an
Orang and Meme Man, you don't know the
yes.
lore, do you? I used to make tons of videos about those characters. I was a
Oh my
surreal memes
oh my
artisan back in the day.
My brother probably knows the lore, or at least was aware of it at the time. I only knew of them because of, like, the suck meme and stuff like that. I didn't
Oh, that was
know their
classic.
history.
I used to make
It
tons. I was one of the big guys of the surreal memes community back in the day. It's like where I got
fascinating.
25% of my subscribers from.
Huh.
But that was a
And a
long
lot
time ago.
noticing, yeah, now I'm watching the stream. I'm noticing One Piece and yeah, Plants v
Yeah,
Zombie.
Ace Attorney. These are all. Yeah, Loboto asked us to add Ace Attorney, and I think it ends here.
All right then.
We had
Yeah,
300
this is
characters after these EVZ editions, but then I remembered I forgot about Ace Attorney, and I just last minute crammed like 12 Ace Attorney characters in there. So now,
I've been in been in positions like that where sometimes you like I remember one time I was making like a list of characters for a project related to like DC or Marvel or something, and then I forgot like a whole group of characters that I actually liked, and I was like, shit, and then just like frantically editing the text size in
yeah,
the publisher doc just to add them as best as I could, like fit you son of a bitch, or
true.
I guess sons of bitches because it's multiple characters.
Yeah, well, I finally managed to add all the Hashiras, so that's nice. I finally had an
Excellent.
excuse to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really funny if we get Hashira infighting events. I really want to see one of those. And there's a non-zero chance of that. There's also a non-zero chance if we fucking get this event, I'm gonna lose my shit. There's a non-zero chance that we're gonna see an event where, okay, how far down is he? Okay, Tombstone. There's a custom event that involves characters suddenly and inexplicably turning into tombstones. If that happens to
I
Tombstone himself, I would fucking lose my shit.
that would be the best thing I think that's happened on these streams so far, at least the ones I've been a part of, because that would be just
I
perfection.
should start listing off some of the classic moments. A personal favorite of mine is when, in the game directly before the one you were in,
Hmm.
there was an event where Grime died because he hit the gritty too hard and violently exploded. And we started making jokes about how Sasha was trying to teach him dance moves horribly wrong.
Oh god. I could see that, honestly. I mean, you know how animation is. It takes like 2 years to make a cartoon, so when some will put memes in them, and then you don't know if they'll be outdated or not. I could absolutely see
There
an
was
amphibia
also
character
there was
hitting
also
the
an event
gritty.
where Zenitsu defended Miss Pauling in like some sort of fight, and we started making jokes about how he's a simp.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
It really
That would
does.
100%. I'm trying to think of because now I'm being reminded of some of the characters in here. I'm just trying to think of the funniest mashups I could, but the only thing coming to mind is Doofenshmirtz and Walter White. So I guess I'm really just
Doofenshmirtz
gonna have
and Walter White.
I
Oh, I
really
want
need to
that
just
pairing so much. That's so fucking funny.
my brain has been fried from over consuming like DC animated content recently because I've just been binging Young Justice and all like the little like movies and Lego specials and stuff. And on top of finally finishing like my Blue Beetle reading order, which was just it was fun. But by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, finally. I don't have to
I'm
shift
free.
through a bunch of issues I may
You are
not
free
even
of the
read in
prison
full.
of Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Oh
For
yeah,
now at least.
obviously
Until
Hatsune Miku is also part of the game. Because why not? We just have an endless
okay, hot
supply of characters. We're
okay, I
pulling these
might have ended
characters out of our pockets like Tommy Wiseau.
up Okay, wait, I just thought of another one. Now I want to see Doofenshmirtz get defended by Saul Goodman for his innators.
Oh yes.
That
Oh
that could be
god.
that could be great.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Public masturbation innator. Listen, it was just a thing for college, okay? I wasn't even gonna build it. Yeah, sure. Okay. Listen here, pal. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go silent on Twitter. You're not even gonna mention this again. Just throw it out in the books. The status quo of the show will reset you. You're in fine hands. Okay, no need for this
Oh
nonsense.
my god, we need to someone needs to make a fucking act font bit of those two characters talking.
Yes, yes. Somebody,
Please,
let's
God.
hope.
Oh wait,
Even
hear me out. Spider-Man Noir versus Doofenshmirtz. And Noir's going against him because he's German. Thinks he's a Nazi. Oh,
that would be
Noir versus Medic from TF2 would also be funny in that case.
the Noir versus Medic makes even more sense in that case. It would be so funny if
Well,
like
yeah, because
the
Medic is
climax
legitimately like diet Dr. Mengele.
and the Noir Doofenshmirtz thing, it would be hilarious if the climax of that encounter would be like Noir revealing why he's fighting him, and then Doofenshmirtz just like is baffled by it because Doofenshmirtz, in context of the show, is from a fake European country. It's not like a real European country,
Oh,
but
he's
in the
not
show,
actually
he's from a
German?
country. No, he's actually in Phineas and Ferb, he's from a fake country called or a fictional one called Drusselstein, and specifically a town called Gimmelstump, and
That definitely
it's
sounds like a place Steufen from.
it pops up a lot in his backstories and how it was just an utterly shit village to live in with just terrible parents.
I mean,
So it would
Doofenshmirtz's
be
backstory is already probably one of the most sympathetic.
yeah. I- and just
Imagine
I also
Doofenshmirtz being a Demon Slayer villain and him having a backstory flashback.
oh my oh my god, that'd be
I'm telling
great.
you, Tanjiro wouldn't be able to handle that one. He's gone through a lot of
Yeah,
backstories, but that one would just send him to the floor crying.
the moment he's on his deathbed as he's about to get his head chopped off, he's just like, "So this is it, huh? Well, I guess while you're focused on me, I will give you my incredibly sad backstory. You see, Demon Slayer viewers, it all started when I was born, because none of my parents showed up for my actual birth. I mean, how the hell does that even work? Anyways, next thing you know, I'm being raised by ocelots, and then I'm forced to be a garden gnome. That was particularly traumatic. Lost my best friend Balloony, and then the next thing you know, I believed the lie that moving to America would make things better, but now I'm stuck fighting a platypus. I mean, Demon Slayer. And where am I going with this? And then he
he's
just
not
gets his
even
head cut off.
he's not even a demon in the show. Muzan just recruited him as some random scientist because he was curious about all the innators and wondered if they could counter the Nichiren blades.
Oh my god. Behold, the make you beautiful forever Inator! Because
I feel
this
like
is
a
what
lot of
this
the upper
guy-
ranks could use that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh shit, I need to be reminded. What's the what is
I'm
it?
just fucking
Behold, the
imagining
blue
Muzan
spider
being...
Lilionator! I still don't exactly know what it does, but that's what this
He
guy
tried to
told me to
hire
cram in here.
Doofenshmirtz to make him a new potion. Make him immune to the sun. I'm just imagining Muzan being like, I can't infuse this guy with my blood. His brilliant brain might be destroyed.
Yeah.
I can't have any intelligent people on my team. That's not how it works.
You know, the funny thing is, like, now that I'm reminded of it, Phineas and Ferb is a show. Like, you know how in certain like more story-driven shows, like Steven Universe, or I almost said
SpongeBob is
SpongeBob,
not story driven.
Amphibia, Owl House, and so on. Those kinds of shows, every now and then they'll like have a moment where, the censors can let them relax. And it's like, all right, this is intense. We'll let you have the character get a cut on their face or something, or a bloody nose for a second.
I'm still
But
shocked
Phineas
they
and
got away with what happened to Marcy.
yeah, but Phineas and Ferb doesn't really do those kinds of moments. In fact, in one episode, there's like a gag where it looks like Isabella's head explodes, and then it like cuts back to reality where it was just in her head, because it's not that kind of show. Like, it'll have a bunch of insane gags, but it usually doesn't do like Gumball or SpongeBob level like body, I
Oh
guess,
yeah, yeah.
mutilation or destruction or anything. So the idea that Muzan
Modern SpongeBob
could
body horror is fucking insane, dude.
Oh my god, like, when I was still, like, a teenager and they were interested in episodes, like, just the I'm amazed by some of the drawings and artwork the SpongeBob team have made frames of the show. The fact that, like, need I
Yes, I
need
know. It actually is low-key very impressive.
it's amazing how they can make some of the most uncomfortably cringeworthy images I think I've ever seen out of any cartoon,
Like that
and
fucking gif of Walter White, and the caption is modern SpongeBob animators using their insane talent to craft the most uncomfortable fucking frames of all time.
Yeah, if anybody needs proof that like SpongeBob can produce some of the most cringe imagery ever, all I'm going to say is Splinter. And
Oh
anybody who's
no.
seen the
Are you talking
episode,
about House
yeah.
Fancy?
Oh no, I'm thinking of shit. Yeah, that's another good one. I was thinking of
Yeah, House Fancy is the one where he gets his toenail fucked up, right? Edward, I mean?
yes, but I was also thinking of the episode where SpongeBob gets a splinter in his thumb. That is one
Oh
of the
god.
most it was rough. It's
There was another one
ugh.
that was called like the Ink something or something like that. I forget.
Oh, it was a newer episode that got hated a lot called like Ink Lemonade or something. I did
Oh
not
yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
I've lost track of it's been a while since I've caught up on SpongeBob, and I probably won't for a bit, so,
I haven't watched
like
SpongeBob very much since I was like a child. So I wouldn't.
yeah. I wouldn't even know either, like, I only hear about certain episodes every now and then, like, "Oh, this one's really funny and good," or, "Oh, this one's, like, one of the bad SpongeBob era episodes," or whatever,
There
so
are actually
I
I've heard that there are some like pretty good episodes of the modern era. It just depends on what fucking writer you get, I guess, or like what or whoever, or if someone's in a bad mood. If like they got someone with like 50 fetishes on the team and they want to like fulfill those with their animation.
yeah, it's one of those
Oh, hi,
it used to
Loboto.
be hello.
What's up?
It took me like a bajillion years to get here.
You only took 20 minutes. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Anyway, William in chat says, I have some problems with the producers of Spider-Verse I'm assuming he's talking about Sony overworking the animators. Which, yeah.
I would as well.
Huge issue,
Yeah,
obvious. That sucks.
It's frustrating.
I mean, for what it's worth, Across the Spider-Verse was actually delayed, which means the animators weren't overworked too much.
They were still overworked a lot, though, because the movie had, like, several
Oh, yeah, it was
I
and it
didn't
wasn't
know
even
that.
it wasn't even, it was actually it was even a bit more complicated than that. Apparently what was happening was, like, they were a big part of the problem was, I think, like, Lord or Miller or somebody would be, like, suggesting rewrites when
I think it
scenes
was
were
Phil
already
Lord, yeah. Phil Lord was
when
basically
they
constantly doing scenes, and it was...
when they were already fully
Yeah.
animated or locked in, which is, like, it perfect like, ugh, hearing that as an animation student is like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, this is why we have the storyboarding process. This is why we do these things.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
there's a difference between like, there's even been instances where, you know, movie makers will animate, like, for example, the opening of Atlantis, the Disney movie, there is a completely, like there's an entirely deleted opening that's, like, I think fully animated, and they just didn't use it because they felt it didn't feel right for the story, and they wanted to show the perspective of, like, Atlantis collapsing in the story, which at least in that instance, the scene was allowed to be made, and even though it didn't make it in the final film, it's like, well, at least, they didn't have to, like, they didn't have to redo it constantly, but apparently this was, like, very consistent for sequences that should have been fully animated and done, and it's like, you really gotta be careful with this stuff. You really gotta sit with the story and then give stuff to your artists because, yes, you have time to work on these things, but that doesn't always mean that, like, you should mess with some shit right before the finish line just because you think it's off. Like, if an animator's tired and they're done with their workload, let them be done, or if you really need to change the scene, get somebody different. I don't know. It was
Or
just one of
just
those things
fucking
where
delay even more. I'd rather you delay
yeah.
indefinitely until you've got, like, the perfect product than crunch the animators. And
Exactly,
I swear
like,
to fuck,
As
I
a
genuinely want them.
YGM
I really,
The-
really hope, genuinely, that they delay the third one. Because otherwise, I just know there's going to be tons of crunching.
yeah, and it kinda reminds me how, it
Sorry,
like,
Lovato,
for
you were saying
example
something. I was just not finished.
oh, yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Go
to quote to quote Sugary Miyamo talking about a different medium, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. The
Yes.
same
Yeah,
applies to
basically.
everything else.
I don't know
not
if that's
just
a real
games.
quote. I've heard that's
Oh,
not
games
actually a
are
real
pretty-
quote, but
I'm
yeah.
willing to bet it isn't.
If
but-
it is if it's still a true quote, regardless if it's whether or not he actually said it.
Right.
It's definitely still true. Okay.
Yeah, a delayed game is bad. A delayed game is bad. A rushed game is bad. All games are bad. I fucking hate my job. Shigeru Miyamoto.
Real quote. I hate games and I hate movies. I'm never watching a movie again. I'm just watching VeggieTales. That's all I'm doing now because VeggieTales is a banger.
Yeah. VeggieTales goes hard.
I should have fucking added VeggieTales characters in this. Next game. Anyway,
You haven't heard true music until you've heard silly songs with Larry.
it's so true. I'm sure Saf's gonna be on before the stream ends, so I'm just gonna start now. I don't think he'll mind.
Okay.
I want at least 3 people in, ideally. But I can't,
Well,
like...
we have 3.
Yeah, we do have 3. And I can't just, like, stop the stream indefinitely. Genuine skill issue on Saf's part. Australian time zone moment. I remember when I said timeline by accident, when I meant to say time zone. In one of our earlier conversations. But yeah, just a general overview of all our characters. I did add the JoJo's back. I added all of these classic characters from earlier simulator games. Half-Life, but whatever the fuck the meme series is called. I added all those guys back. All the Pizza Tower characters are back. I added whatever the fuck that thing is, because you wouldn't stop bothering me about it. And I added some of the Advance Wars characters as requested. One Piece characters are back. Some Awful Hospital characters are back. Some of the PVZ characters are back. And, of course, as requested,
Yeah,
Ace
new
Attorney.
additions here. Is that that's the fucking image of Manfred von Karma doing karaoke from freaking RT games?
I
playing
didn't know that was what that was. It was just the first image I could find.
I'm still
Yeah,
laughing at that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did
So
a joke video where he's saying "my way" as Manfred von in his Manfred von Karma voice. For reference, RT Games Manfred von Karma voice sounds like this. Yes, you see, it was I who sang at karaoke in an awful voice. It was me all along.
I can't wait to see
it's
what some of these characters get up to. Ace Attorney.
I'm still laughing at that CGI lemon thing just being titled "This." That got me off guard.
I don't know what it is, though, Kev. What am I supposed to call it?
I don't either, so I don't blame you. It's just so fucking funny.
It's this. We have added this.
It's true.
That
It's like the
reminds me
fucking
of this.
that one SCP, the toaster that can only be referred to in first person. It's just that thing again.
It reminds me of this bit from a Jay Schlatt video where one of his viewers sent in like it was like a video of like, you know, submit your like keyboard setups for like fun on Discord or whatever. And one of his viewers just sent in a video where like, to paraphrase Jay Schlatt, points to a completely unrecognizable apparatus on his desk, and then he just says, I have that, and then he just keeps going. So it's like we have Demon Slayer, we got Ace Attorney, we have that.
Yeah, that fucking thing.
Wasabi!
I can't. I would be so funny if the random CGI lemon dude just fucking just fucking blitzed like every powerful character at once, because there is actually a massacre event that I think A added, where like 9 characters die at once. Originally, it was supposed to be 40 characters, but the sim only allowed a maximum of 9 to die in a single event. So,
Literally 1984.
truly, I just it would be so funny if the CGI lemon dude just fucking massacred all of the most powerful characters in one fell swoop.
True.
It would be like that one scene from Invincible with Omni-Man just soloing the Guardians of the Globe, but even more ridiculous.
This thing is already creepy enough. I don't need to think about it mutilating my heroes from Amphibia and Phineas and Ferb.
Okay. I said the most powerful characters. There are characters way more busted than anything from Amphibia or Phineas and Ferb. I think your guys are safe.
Phineas and Ferb built like the tallest building in the world at ages like 11 or 10 or some shit. I would
Yeah,
put
they're
them
very
on
smart.
the-
I don't know if they're like physically strong though. What I'm saying.
Fair enough. They are very easy to capture. The movie proves this.
It's probably.
When they aren't.
I imagine that the CGI lemon monster wouldn't really see them as much of a threat. If anything,
The
Phineas
CGI
and Ferb
lemon-
would be the guys to defeat it because they would come up with like a strategy it's not expecting.
Yeah, the CGI lemon would be like Phineas and Ferb. Every now and then they have like these weird animal or like creature ideas, usually tied to Doofenshmirtz or something. Like just for one example, the show has this cryptid that they completely made up called Klimpaloon, which is a green and white striped bathing suit with a face that lives in the Himalayas. I'm not even going to pretend I know what the origin of that is behind the scenes, but my point is, if that exists in Phineas and Ferb, which it does, I believe this lemon thing would exist in their universe as some random ass background gag. Like it.
I was more so
Yeah,
thinking in
it
Chowder.
would probably,
I was
it would
thinking
probably
Chowder
be
would be-
involved in a. Yeah, it would probably be involved in a gag with the inexplicable giant floating baby head.
I was
I
just
was-
thinking that.
I was more so
just
thinking
thinking
it would be a Chowder character out of anything,
I-
or maybe a
Yeah,
Gumball
Chowder.
character.
It could also fit in Chowder or Gumball, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely Gumball.
I just had a hilarious thought, Kevin. This is what people say Demon Slayer CGI looks like on Twitter.
Yeah, there are some people who are just like blow my mind.
I've actually
with their,
seen
like,
the CGI in the most recent season. I think the CGI looks, well, at the very least fine. I would argue
Yeah,
great,
they've
but
they've
like
improved it way more.
it's not
from,
bad.
Like
Weebs like anime fans are just like "Grr, CGI bad.
that's
Like, they
that's
just
kind of the whole,
compute-
yeah, basically.
which is hilarious when you
Like the
consider
same thing
fact-
happened with freaking JoJo Part 6, which did use like a notable amount of CGI compared to previous animated JoJo parts, but like everyone like there's some fans who act like it's the animation antichrist when it really just looks fine.
Yeah,
almost
it's
as
kind of
the
the same with
CGI
Swordsmith Village, which is the most recent Demon Slayer season / arc. It uses a considerable amount more CGI than has been used in past seasons, but in my opinion, utilizes it pretty well, all things considered. I don't really think there's a huge issue with it.
It's almost as if CGI is a tool and not a good or bad thing automatically. And some people
No, you're
overreact
being
to
too
it.
nuanced for Twitter people. You're being too nuanced for like anime fans on Twitter. Sorry.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, like, all of the CGI that was used in JoJo Part 6 was pretty much necessary in order for the animating that shit to actually be feasible.
I think the same would be
Yeah.
true for Swordsmith Village. I can't imagine hand drawing all the shit that happens in that arc. It would be fucking ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there
God,
is
no, absolutely
there is
not.
like one example of unnecessary CGI on JoJo Part 6, but just one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair
and
enough.
sometimes and to be fair, like if we're really going to be talking about like unnecessary CGI, like bring up some shit like the way Far From Home, like the Spider-Man movie, I'd actually argue as like mostly great CGI, but when you learn about some of the shit that is CG in the movie, it's like Marvel, why? Like, why
Well,
did
there is a
that
good-
need to be CGI?
I'll tell you the reason, because VFX artists aren't unionized, and corporations will basically make as much VFX as possible in their movies if they can get away with it, because they won't have unionized employees to deal with at the same scale, basically.
Yeah,
That's why they do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, and they just refuse to use any other kind of special effects because because they're convinced that CGI is always the best option, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about how Andy
Even though
Muschietti
practical effects is fucking awesome, and like for example, Dungeons
I
and
think.
Dragons: Honor Among Thieves use practical effects
Oh
to a
yeah,
fantastic degree.
fucking shout out to Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Oh,
For
are you
real.
also a fan of
Damn
that
good
movie? That
I
movie
haven't
fucking
watched it,
slaps.
but I haven't seen it myself, but I've seen people talking about it.
That movie was
Specifically,
that movie was actually a fucking banger.
Yeah, I saw it pretty recently as well. It was a damn good time. Like I'm very glad I'm kind of pissed I missed it in theaters because that was just a really good movie.
I got to see it
I,
in theaters
I
with my
think
brother
I
because my
think the
brother's a
biggest
D&D fan.
I think the biggest tragedy to ever befall modern cinema, just as a medium, is the fact that you basically never see anyone using puppets to achieve a deliberate uncanny valley effect.
I'm pretty sure that well, I guess okay, I'm stupid. I don't really know enough, but like is that sort Guillermo del Toro would, right? Would he? Maybe he would. I'm not sure.
He would probably use practical effects to the best. He's used plenty of practical effects to the best of his ability in the past. I
Same with
think
Sam Raimi. I was also going to bring up Sam Raimi. Even in
yeah,
Multiverse of Madness, he seemed to go with practical effects in some cases, which is
there were some
impressive considering it is a Marvel movie. You kind of have to push really hard against the executives, stuff like that in the Marvel movie.
yeah, and they actually had some pretty smart tricks on that. Like I remember watching the behind the scenes like Disney Plus thing talking about like the making of Multiverse of Madness. It was actually pretty cool for the New York scenes. They actually used basically the same set but redecorated it twice to like and then use VFX to make it look like different locations in some spots. So it's a good
That's
use
actually a very good like combination of those techniques. I will say I don't think Multiverse of Madness is really like a good movie, but it does look very crisp, like out of most of the Marvel catalog.
Yeah.
Which is probably due to
Yeah,
Sam
like
a
Raimi.
lot of
yeah,
I have a
Multi-
lot of
I
stuff
can't.
with
Lobato's
Keep
trying
trying
to
to say.
suck.
sorry.
I was just.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say just my piece of advice for any filmmakers who end up watching this video for some reason, and if that ever happens at any point in eternity, my piece of advice to those people is if you ever want to like make make a creature in a movie look like unnerving, use a puppet. Don't use CGI.
Yeah, puppets just look unnerving by default, basically.
For sure.
Anyway, we haven't started the the game yet.
Oh yeah, yeah. I suppose we were here to do that, weren't we?
Yeah, I was just gonna point out to Kevin here. These characters, you might not recognize them. They're from a franchise called Advance Wars, which is like, well, fuck if I know. I think it's like a military strategy kind of game series that A and Loboto play.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. I'm liking the character designs.
Oh yeah, I love them. They look really great, even though I haven't played the games. Loboto can tell you more about these games, I imagine, because he's actually played them. So
yeah, yeah. You ever play Fire Emblem?
I have
me
not.
personally, no, but I am aware of the games. I just haven't played them.
Advance
Yeah,
Wars gameplay-wise is somewhat similar to Fire Emblem, like in the sort of grid-based tactical gameplay sense.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of differences, but just, like, that's the easiest basic comparison I can make.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, anyway, we should probably start the game.
Yes.
I should just reping
But not
everyone.
before talking about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah! This video was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. This video was sponsored by NordVPN. Okay, hold on. I'm pinging everyone again. We're starting the game now. Everyone get back in the stream. Yes, I'm pinging you guys twice in the span of an hour. Fuck you. It's happening.
You can't control me.
Yes. Fern in that one scene be like,
true.
Okay. Start game. Okay.
Oh, we're off to a
We're
great
already
start.
off to a great start. Hank Schrader and Old Man McGucket fight for a bag. Hank gives up and retreats. That's so in character. Old Man would... McGucket would absolutely just defend this random bag with his life. And just turn into a rabid animal over it.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
He would bite Hank over it.
Literally. Yeah, for real. The accountant, Yura, and Von Bolt get into a fight. Yura triumphantly kills them both. Von Bolt looks like he could easily be killed. I will say.
Yeah, Von Bolt is just an old man on life support.
Basically. Oh god,
here we go.
Doofenshmirtz and Ted Beneke. This is gonna be
God.
really
I haven't
funny.
finished. I haven't watched all of it.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz spears Ted Beneke in the abdomen.
Behold, the Spearinator!
Behold, the Kill-You-inator! Rio Morales, Soldier TF2, Captain Grime, and Dr. Jan form a suicide pact, killing themselves. These are all characters who would never do this.
God.
Except for maybe Grime.
No, Grime would never.
I could buy Soldier
Grime would,
doing
if
it
Grime
out of-
wanted to die, he would just get into a fight and go down in battle.
True.
Well, I could imagine Grime like committing like seppuku or something, you know?
Yeah, that's probably fair. Like an honorable suicide. But he'd probably rush right into battle and just like die there rather than do it
Actually,
himself.
now that I think about it, doesn't Soldier TF2 literally has a mechanic in the game where he can just blow himself up with a grenade?
I totally imagine he just points the rocket launcher at himself and just fires.
I love that. Two things I will say. One, I love seeing the gif of Grime with the little fruit bat. Because even though I have mega chiroptophobia, that animation is adorable. And second, the shoe bill, it just made me like chuckle to myself because I read the text, and so my mind is picturing that image, but with meme text that says, "When you realize the backpack is empty."
I never fail to laugh at this fucking image, because it looks like a FNAF render, but it's just a shoe bill.
Could you imagine somebody putting the Prowler theme every time it just appears on screen?
Yes, or the Miguel O'Hara theme.
Or the fucking spot, or the spot theme, just the
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of Spider-Verse themes could fit. Oh no, Buford!
Buford!
The kid severely injures Buford and leaves him to die. It looks like Buford's being poisoned in this picture.
Yeah, it does.
That's probably what the kid did.
Oh.
Asmodee finds the G-Man hiding in the cornucopia and kills him. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what? This is an interesting matchup of characters.
Yes, let's see. We got one of my favorite people.
Oh, they're just working together. Nothing bad happened. Which makes sense. All of these characters are good guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Green repeatedly stabs Eagle to death with size. Well, the Eagle has lost its wings. Let's just say that.
Oh god.
Why the fuck are Muzan and Miss Pauling in the same event? Whatever's about to happen is gonna be really funny.
Or they're just gathering supplies or something.
That's probably true. The Lesser sets an explosive off, killing Olia, Muzan, Miss Pauling, and Splitter Girl. Fucking Muzan.
On the one hand, I want to say how, but on the other hand, I'm like, oh, thank God.
We're all glad. Gyutaro kills Jotaro with his own weapon. That is not how that works. No, Jotaro would just, like, be... Gyutaro would die of jealousy because Jotaro is so badass. That's literally, like, the most in-character thing I can imagine happening.
Also, Jotaro's own weapon would just be his fists.
That's not really going to be effective against Gyutaro. I'm just going to be honest.
Unless he cuts his hand off with the size and punches him with his own fist, there is no way that's possible.
That is not going to do anything against Gyutaro. Let me just tell you that. From what I know from watching Demon Slayer. But Jotaro could just, you know, be a badass really hard and make Gyutaro die of embarrassment. Or sorry, die of jealousy. My bad. That's a completely different thing.
Yeah, Jotaro's power is to punch things very hard and very fast.
Yeah. Well, actually, now that you say very fast, that would be kind of effective against demons, but just very hard would not be, because reflexes are so important. But,
Yeah.
anyway. Kazuha stabs Walter White with a tree branch. It's over. He's dead. Hatsune convinces Inosuke to not kill her, only to kill him instead. I wonder how.
How the fuck? What?
I don't know if Inosuke would listen to that.
I hold on.
Actually, Inosuke's a good guy at heart, so I don't think he would kill someone randomly, but he would also not die to Hatsune Miku.
Okay,
I guess Hatsune Miku is the creator of Minecraft and the writer of Harry Potter. A lot of titles under her belt,
There's
but-
only one way I can see this happening. There is Posey, are you familiar with the Snapcube Sonic dubs?
No.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, okay. You hold on. Are you at least familiar with the Eggman? I've come to make an announcement.
Yes, I know that one. That's
That is
classic.
from-
That's iconic.
That is from those videos. I'm not going to
Yeah,
spoil
it's like a
too much.
series of videos by some people who like they take
Oh.
video games and like dub over the cutscenes
Oh.
with their own dialogue. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
complete improv.
Yeah, so the point I'm trying to get to is in their Sonic Riders dub, there is a gag where all the characters, I won't say where they get taken to, but they get taken somewhere, and one of them is encountered by Hatsune Miku with a gun. I'm not going to explain. I will not explain how, since again, how is that possible when they're dubbing Sonic cutscenes? If you watch the Sonic Riders dub by Snapcube, that is the only way I can feasibly see Hatsune pulling this off. Because how in Inosuke, you can't have been slacking that badly. Like
No,
good
he
God.
couldn't have been. No. This is the same. Actually, I probably shouldn't say this when Lobato's here because it's a massive spoiler. But, one thing I will say, she's very fucking lucky she didn't try to pull that trick on Genya.
Yeah, there's
You do not want to use a gun on that guy. He'll just do it first. SCP-001 convinces V to not kill them, only to kill her instead.
Implying that
I
SCP-001 was in any danger from V.
Technically, since V's a basilisk, couldn't she, like, shift into something way more dangerous than whatever SCP-001 is?
It depends on which SCP-001 you're talking about, because, like, the gimmick of SCP-001 is that there's, like, 50 different SCP-001s.
I'm kind of
Also,
impressed
V
that
may
none of
not
the
be that
owl-
strong of a basilisk compared to, like, the big adult ones we had other points in the show.
Well, she can suck up magic, so
I guess.
I
She
guess
just
that's
fucking sucks up the
whatever
anomalous
like-
energy.
Like a
attack
one
was,
version
you
of
know.
SCP-001 is literally just the sun. The sun one day just randomly decides to melt everyone on Earth into blobs that are still conscious and in constant agony. To name just one of the fucked up things it can be.
Well, that sounds like Muzan's worst nightmare. Anyway, moving on. Sonya kills Noam Chomsky for his supplies. Squidward and Fake Peppino fight for a bag. Squidward Tentacle strangles Fake Peppino with the straps and runs.
Battle of the Long Noses.
Honestly, that's kind of in character. Oh, man. I really want to see Squidward face off against Gyoko, because they're both artists. That would be the funniest fucking encounter of all time. It would just be so out of place too, but also perfectly in place at the same time. SCP-610 catches Kingpin off guard and kills him. I don't know
that
how...
seems about right.
Yeah, that does seem about right.
I don't even know any of these SCPs like at all, but I know like
no,
just
Avos.
looking at whatever that thing is. I just
Oh, rip Avos.
Oh god, Tokito's got a
Muichiro
trident.
retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Well, game
Muichiro's
over.
fucking Muichiro's fucking Aquaman now.
Muichiro is so broken. It's crazy. The dude's only 14.
Oh shit!
That's the power of autism.
When Nina Messias, or however that's pronounced, and SpongeBob SquarePants start fighting, but Nina runs away as Phineas kills SpongeBob.
Let's go!
This is just a fucking creepypasta plot at this point.
Let's go, Flynn Fletcher! Kick his ass!
Oh god, Jesus. Oh fuck.
It's-
I'm just
it's even funnier
imagining
to me
Phineas
because-
stabbing his head through SpongeBob.
It's even funnier to me because there's a gag in one episode where they get stuck on an island, and as Phineas is like looking for ways to get off, he's like digging a massive, like he's just barehanded, like digging in the sand, and at one point he pops up from the huge tunnel he's made. Look, a sponge and a starfish. Maybe we can. What am I kidding? That's ridiculous, or something like that. So he came back for more. He just
It's
said, "No,
true.
I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you."
SpongeBob is over. Just wait
SpongeBob is
until
such an
Patrick
asshole.
seeks revenge. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, finally, after all these years, SpongeBob is finally over.
It's true. Stephen
Over
Hellenberg
Nick's-
can rest in peace at last.
Over Nick's dead body.
True. Anyway, I was saying Muichiro is extremely busted in Demon Slayer, and he's only 14. And I always make this joke because I headcanon him as being autistic. I always make a joke about how Muichiro is just proof of how incredibly powerful autism makes you.
I buy that. I buy that.
The immense power of being autistic. But anyway,
He is.
Nezuko
he is
strangles
the autistic.
Ritsu with a rope! What the fuck?
Damn.
What the fuck? I mean, I can imagine her doing that to a demon, but Ritsu's a good guy.
One last point on Muichiro. He is the autism creature.
Literally. What the fuck? What the
Yeah, that's normal. Polly would do that.
Polly just casually killing the strongest Hashira.
Damn.
And also Flack.
I don't know anything about Flack, but I'm guessing Flack is pretty strong. And also Kanaya's
I
not
guarantee-
anything.
No, that was
guarantee you.
no. Flack is fucking pathetic. Actually,
Okay, fair enough. Kanaya's
That
not
was
guarantee
nothing to
you.
scoff at, though.
guarantee you
Kaza
she
and
used
Kirby in
boom.
a matchup. I want to see what happens here. Bad.
I guarantee you, Polly would use boom shrooms in this
Oh, yeah.
case. I guarantee that's what the explosive.
Oh no,
was.
this is perfectly in character for Polly. I just can't believe that she fucking managed to kill Guillaume, who is considered by the fans to be the strongest of the Hashira. Personally, I find the Hashira power scaling to be kind of ridiculous at times, but I'm pretty sure it's even like canon in the manga that he's the strongest, so I'll say it as it is.
Yeah.
Akaza scares Kirby away from the cornucopia. Okay, that seems about right. I too would
Yeah.
shit my pants if that guy showed up at the cornucopia and I was in a game with him.
And Kirby's like 8 or something. He's like a. Or not
Oh,
even
fair.
eight.
No, Polnareff!
Wait. Wait.
No! To be fair, Kirby could definitely beat Akaza because Kirby has, like, canonically killed multiple gods, but I'm not sure if Kirby
Oh, yeah.
realizes he can kill Akaza.
yeah.
I can buy him killing Akaza, but I can also buy him being scared of him because he is a baby. Like
It's true.
Yeah.
Brooke runs away from the cornucopia. I'm still fucking mad that What the fuck? Ferb! No, Masato.
Always
I
the
totally
strong silent
imagine-
types. Emphasis.
I totally imagine that the reason this happened is because Masato was trying to, like, be a paparazzi and spy on what Phineas and Ferb were building. And then Ferb just showed up
Oh.
behind her, fucking strangled her with a rope on the spot.
There
can be no witnesses.
The canon event must be that Candace fails to see what we're doing, and everybody miraculously forgets what we are doing.
Oh, that's such a funny
It's-
visual to imagine.
Actually, that's not even the canon. That's not even a canon event. That's just the show's own thing called the Phineas and Ferb effect. I don't even.
That's
I should have
fucking
run with
canon?
that. Yes, there is a canon.
Well, I know that there's also
thing
Milo Murphy's Law. That's another show.
yes, that is tied to it, and it's established that like Milo Murphy's law cancels out the Phineas and Ferb effect, or like they're both universal forces or some shit.
That's so fucking funny.
Well, gee,
even
please,
just seeing the character lineups without even knowing what's happening is fucking funny. Because imagine fucking Pizza Man and Genya in one event.
Oh god.
Pizza Head is unable to convince Genya to not kill him. Yeah, that seems about right.
That sounds right.
I'm just fucking imagining Genya eating the pizza and just turning into a massive pizza creature. minor spoiler if I actually clarify what that means.
Well, yeah.
I actually don't want to spoil this because there's a certain moment in Swordsmith Village that I don't want to spoil the shock factor, which I would if I explained how that worked. So I'm just gonna leave that thread hanging. Jolene Cujo shoots a poisonous blow dart into Demencho's neck, slowly killing him. Loboto, can you tell me if that would be possible or not?
It might be. It's hard to gauge It's hard to gauge whether or not Dementio really has the durability to withstand a poisonous blow dart because he's a Mario character. Trying to power scale Mario characters is fucking impossible.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
That's like trying to power scale Looney Tunes characters or some shit.
The Spot and Maddie fight for a bag. Maddie gives up and retreats. Yeah, no fucking shit. What was she supposed to do?
No, the fact that this raises the question: was I wonder if Maddie was scared of Spot's power or not, because she herself is creepy and likes witchcraft and shit. But the Spot, as he goes on, is like, "Oh shit, you're serious."
The Spot is literally like at the last point we see him in Across the Spider-Verse. The Spot is quite literally a threat to the entire multiverse.
Yeah,
he is unbelievably broken. That's a bit beyond whatever Maddie is capable of.
Yeah, I think you're right.
A bit.
Loggle finds a canteen full of water. I'm still forever glad I used the Buff Loggle picture for this.
Yeah.
Anya decapitates Todd with a sword. Let's fucking go.
Deserved.
I don't know who either of these characters are.
Just know that Todd deserves it. He deserves anything that's coming to him. Jesse Pinkman sets Bellows on fire with a Molotov.
Yeah, bitch!
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh man, that is awesome. I want to see that now. Someone animate this. Kyo falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Motherfucker, you are the Water Hashira! The fucking Water Hashira! This should be your area of expertise! Jesus, fuck! That is so funny. Okay. Anne scares Dipper away from the cornucopia. They're just
can buy
kids.
that. She has a sword.
That's true, yeah. I guess Dipper doesn't really have a sword.
Anne is the larger of the two, so...
It's true.
Yeah.
That's how cartoon...
It's so
that's the cartoon purport. It's funny because Anne is canonically only like a year older than him, right?
Yeah, she's like...
the thing is, like, Anne's canon age is very clearly not the canon age that the writers originally intended her to have.
I think Matt Rowley said, like, he was going for, like, 15, and the studio said, no, fuck you, 13.
Huh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and, like, she's still written like she's 15, so, as far as I'm concerned, she's 15.
I basically headcanoned her around 15. Same with Marcy and Sasha.
Don't think I knew that. But yeah, it is kind of funny how just in comparison, she is just a giraffe next to Dipper.
It's true. Yeah, Tenga, Onagawara, Dr. Tori, and Grit start fighting, but Dr. Tori runs away as Tenga kills Grit. I just don't think that would be possible. Tenga's just a regular middle school student in the context of Mob Psycho. I don't know what Grit's powers are.
Has a fucking gun.
To be fair, Tenga is a gang leader, so maybe he also has access to a gun, but... I feel like Grit has a skill set way above that. Grit is an
experienced military sniper.
Oh yeah, that's
he can probably beat a gang leader.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Although I suppose that in like a close-up fight, he'd be at a disadvantage because, as I said, he's specifically a sniper, so...
Yeah, you're right. Dr. Octavia shoots an arrow at Emmy, but misses and kills Sniper instead. Fucking what?
The irony.
You would expect Sniper to be the one doing this. Why the fuck would Dr. Octavius need a fucking arrow? Does she not have those massive arms that she can use to just slash people? Is it that hard for her to kill a child?
I'm thinking of.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking of
judging
the-
by what happened in Spider-Verse, yes.
Miles had superpowers, and he is just a girl.
I'm
There's a
thinking
huge
of the-
difference there.
I'm thinking of the scene of the Meet the Sniper animation where it's like him on his watchtower. I think his mate saw me. Then it cuts to Olivia like tearing up the tree in the movie and rushing for it, and he's like, yes, he did.
Indeed. Hector cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. He just fucking blows himself up with the bomb.
Ding ding ding
Yeah,
ding ding
they-
ding ding
Fear
ding.
skeleton stabs Tsupomi while her back is turned. No.
I like how many shitpost characters there are this time
Yeah.
around.
Thanks to you guys. Well, actually, mainly Sap. Spy grabs a jar of
Yeah.
fishing bait while Amity gets fishing gear. Somehow I believe their
that's-
dynamic would be funny. Disposable girl
That's a team
bashes
up
clone
I-
Andy's head against a rock several times.
No!
Bobby takes a spear from inside the cornucopia and Nari runs away. Skylar White, Finding Girl, and Joseph Joestar work together to get as many supplies as possible. Zeus kills Drake with a sickle.
Infighting in the morbidly obese community.
Jesus fuck. That is not a very nice thing to say.
I was... Okay, yeah, only obese, not quite morbidly obese.
You were just /SRS. Wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. /J. Rengoku is unable to convince Sturm to not kill him. I fucking hate that, but I also totally believe that's in character for Sturm, based on what I've heard.
Yeah, no, you cannot convince Sturm not to kill you. Sturm is fucking ruthless.
I mean, Rengoku could convince him not to kill him, but not by words. He would just fight him, probably. And probably be able to hold him off, based on what I can tell. But, like, holy shit. I know Sturm is probably pretty OP. Like, can he, like, summon meteors out of thin air or whatever?
Yeah, he can.
Okay, I feel like Rengoku could hold that off for, like, a little bit, maybe enough to escape. But I don't think he could win in the fight.
Oh, there we go.
And
it's kinda
trying
point-
to reason with Sturm is the stupidest idea you could possibly have in a fight with him.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I imagine as well. I power scaling these characters is kind of pointless, but it's fun anyway. Jack Welker decapitates Sensei with a sword. Why the fuck would he ever use a sword? His entire gang has guns. There's no one in Breaking Bad who uses a sword to fight. Because why would they? Olaf sets an explosive off, killing how do I say this? Francisca von Karma, and Kieran. Well,
Damn.
there goes the hottest Ace Attorney character.
Yeah.
Are you gonna disagree with me?
No. I mean, are you forgetting about the Clussy?
Oh, right. I can't forget about the Clussy. Right,
Wow, that
Scout
was a
TF2 convinces Mayor Toadstool to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Yeah, that seems about
Damn.
right. That's very much in character for Scout.
Yeah.
I could imagine Toadstool doing the same in the opposite end of the situation, though.
Yeah, they're both. They are both that kind of person.
Exactly. Sarai, Nassif, Nami, and Hunter work together to get as many supplies as possible. Doma grabs a backpack and retreats. Gordon Feetman snatches a pair of sais. Neil and Naseda, Jerome, and Aoi get into a fight. Camila triumphantly kills them both. Would Aoi's breathing techniques do anything against an angry mom with a slipper?
No.
That's probably the right answer.
Also, Camila just kills a random janitor.
Yeah, because why not? I just
wanna
noticed
see
I
a
haven't
chunk-
seen any... It occurs to me I haven't seen...
Wait, you scrolled past a death.
Oh, yeah,
Gideon
sorry.
Gleeful convinces Patrick Star not to kill him, only to kill him instead.
Oh, that's so in character. That is
For
absolutely
both
in
of
character.
them. Like, it's so in character for both of them. Like, Gideon would pull that trick, and Patrick
You know, I
would
just
fall
realized
for
I
it.
actually haven't seen any custom events so far, which makes me think I might have scuffed this up.
You freaking clampongus.
I think I'm supposed to submit them separately, but I forgot to.
The hell is a clampungus?
You know what? Fuck it. Do you guys mind if I restart the whole thing just to get the custom events in here? We didn't really get very far.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine.
All right, yeah, sure.
Fuck it. This was an honorary round. Okay.
But don't think this means you are forgiven.
I swear
No.
if this means the Phineas and Ferb characters are worse off, I'm gonna have words, but I'll let it slide.
There's nothing. I can't decide whether or not that happens. It's all a matter of chance. It's a leap of faith, as Peter B. Parker said. Right. Let me check the events. Edit events. Yup. They were completely gone. I totally forgot about that. I have to upload and replace, and then go to what was it? I think it's HGS config. I think that's the file name. Add. Okay, let's see. They're all here. Okay, apply. Okay, and start. Trust me, it is worth it to add these. They make the game so much funnier. Okay.
I can attest to that, yeah.
Carl the intern stabs Maya Fey while her back is turned. Right off the bat.
Hell yeah!
Do we think Carl the intern is capable of that? Look at his face.
Carl is, like, if under Major Monograms, he'll definitely not. But if hit with a certain innator, he'll be evil for extra credit in a second. And maybe, okay, definitely this is not canon, but, you know, it's
I'm just
impressive.
imagining Carl having a secret Super Saiyan form. Dimple, Aoi Kenzaki, and Dr. Liam Nebula get into a fight. Dr. Liam Nebula triumphantly kills them both. Nebula is my own character, like my own OC, and I'm telling you that's completely out of character for him. Engineer Gaming. I unfortunately couldn't, the website wouldn't accept Engineer Gaming on its own, so I had to just add in the name of the tribute next to it in brackets.
That's a shame.
It really is, but we still at least get the Engineer Gaming joke. Anyway, Sanji depicts Andrea as the soy jack and himself as the Chad. Is that in character at all?
No, of course not. Andrea's a woman. He would
true.
never disrespect a woman.
If Andrea was a guy, would he do that though?
Yeah.
Because he just seems like the kind of guy to do that. Genya spears Sakonji Urokodaki in the abdomen. I mean,
Damn.
Just use your fucking gun at that point. Yeah, he has it in his picture.
You know, I can totally. You know, I was just thinking because of the Sanji thing. Like there's like a rivalry between Sanji and Zoro in One Piece. It's like an established thing. I can totally imagine just Sanji drawing himself as the Chad and Zoro as the soy Wojak.
Would he do the same thing to him back though? Is my question.
Oh yes, the two of them both hate each other's guts. Even though
Vitzer accidentally opens up a portal to hell, falling inside. Just normal events in Spider-Verse, probably.
I mean, like quite literally, like that. Doesn't something like that actually?
Yeah, that actually does happen in Mumbattan. Now that I think about it.
Well, that was another easy adventure for Spider-Man. Gates of hell.
Being Spider-Man is so easy, he says, immediately before falling into hell and having to battle Satan himself.
And
he ends up at the happy hotel because fuck it.
Oh,
Sasha White Waybright
Hotel.
in this dark die in a glue trap. Fuck.
Wait.
No. Sasha.
Yeah, wait.
Not Sasha.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
also Miss Dark.
Yeah, freaking
Not Miss
Indian Spider-Man. I somehow instantly forgot his name. He falls into which one of you said the freaking Hasman Hotel thing?
I think it was I think it was Kevin. Yeah, I never mentioned Hasman.
He falls into hell, ends up in the Hasman Hotel universe, and is instantly killed by an angel.
That's so true.
That would be. Ooh.
Well, to be fair, Pavitr has gone up against worse enemies than Satan, as he's most likely fought the British.
Speaking of which, we just
Rengoku! Kyojuro Rengoku declares that we will beat and torture Grar Bear to death. Grar Bear, the ultimate face puncher, is killed. That is so fucking funny because the whole personality, like one of Rengoku's main personality traits is that he fucking enunciates like everything he says. And just, like, makes it a huge announcement, so I'm just imagining him be like, "Today we will beat and torture Grarbear! Umai! Set your heart ablaze!" And then he just fucking dies on the spot. No, oh god, it's even funnier! I would just... Because, you know, Grarbear is like a... What is that, like a cabbage? A lettuce or something like that?
Yeah, he's
Something
a bok
edible.
choy.
I'm just imagining Rengoku, after killing him, just cuts him up into food and is like, "Umai!" Because umai is Japanese for delicious.
Damn.
That's what he was eating on the Mugen train.
Oh, shit.
The Dark Lord behind Demon Slayer revealed.
I mean, it is also canon in the lore that Rengoku fought like a demon that transformed into a werewolf and whipped out a minigun on him, which I remember telling you in DMs. So it's not the craziest thing he's done. Yeah, so at one point there was an Upper Moon 2. I think in the manga, there's like some manga lore about this. It's not in the anime, but I found out that not Upper Moon 2, sorry, my bad, Lower Moon 2. The position of Lower Moon 2 was once occupied by a demon named Cairo, whose main gimmick was that he just had an endless supply of guns that he was just whipping out of his pockets like Tommy Wiseau. And at one point, Rengoku, in the lore, fought Cairo. And it was just a constant fight of this swordsman facing off against this fucking mutant werewolf hybrid demon that just whipped out miniguns on him all the time. And it's
so you're telling me
funny.
that he brought a sword to a gunfight and won?
Well, yeah, that's
amazing.
Yeah, that's why Rengoku is like one of the most legendary characters in the entire verse. Anyway, Kokushibo downloads a zip bomb to his brain. Is that what it feels like to receive Muzan's blood?
Oh god. Oh.
It's so funny imagining Kokushibo dying like that because he's so broken. Like, the dude is a fucking menace. Like, nigh unkillable. Almost at Muzan's own level. So, yeah. Dr. Cientrius, Nina Masius, and Splitter Girl get into a fight. Nina Masius triumphantly kills them both. Jonathan Joestar and Emma Sky fight for a bag. Emma Sky strangles Jonathan Joestar with the straps and runs.
That would
actually
not
kill him.
work. Like, Emma does not have the strength to do that to Jonathan.
I imagine she has the intelligence to find a way to make it work, though.
I mean, like,
I'm just imagining Jonathan's muscles just, like, blocking the strap entirely.
Yeah.
I feel like every fucking JoJo character could.
At least in the early parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, as time goes on, JoJo characters gradually evolve from hunks into twinks.
That makes sense. Hawk and Fawful fight for a bag. Fawful gives up and retreats. Manfred von Karma suddenly and inexplicably turns into a tombstone.
Yes, for you see, it was I who... Oh, my mom.
Oh, God. I'm still not over the fucking Rengoku killing Grarbear moment. That's still fucking, like, at the center of my brain right now. Willow Park declares that we will beat and torture the core to death. The core are killed. What the fuck?
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Willow just became a girl boss really hard, and that's how she beat the
Willow
core.
solved Amphibia.
True. Willow just defeated the core by being a girl boss really hard.
True.
It's canon. Dr. Mars foolishly invests all her money into a cryptocurrency scam, losing it swiftly. Turns to bath salts to cope and dies of an overdose. I'm sending that right to Saf. Wait, Loboto, can you screenshot this? Because I can't right now while I'm doing the stream.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll worry about it later. Megami tries to write the name of Gwen Stacy in the Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that he accidentally writes his own name instead.
How the fuck? I mean, W. Gwen, but how the fuck?
I'm glad she's alive. Megami's not that stupid.
Oh.
Mike takes a spear. Okay, this is... It looks like the text is fucked up here, but... basically, Ida Clawthorne addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing, lecturing them about how their actions are immoral and they need to stop right now if they want any hope of forgiveness. The game makers respond by firing a guided missile directly at Ida Clawthorne, killing her instantly. Why the fuck is Ida a him? You know what? I'm just gonna ignore that. That's fine. I'm not restarting the game
she's
again.
dead now anyway.
Yeah, she died.
Trans.
Tragically, the accountant... yeah, Ida could be trans. That's definitely a fair headcanon. I feel like any Owl House character could be. Tragically, the accountant is also caught in the explosion. I don't know if that's really tragic.
Technically, there is isn't there one Owl House character who is just canonically trans?
Rain's non-binary, which I think counts as trans. But yeah. Tragically, the accountant is also caught in the explosion. I don't know if that's really tragic, considering the accountant is an O5 council member. I feel like that's actually a really good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what we're getting
The SCP Foundation is actually the ones writing this narration. That's why it says tragically.
It's true. Okay, what are we getting between Rui and Wally? Rui strangles Wally Rivetin with a rope. I mean, yeah, no shit. That's basically his entire gimmick.
The only thing that would make it more canon is if it decapitated him. Like, that's...
True, yeah. Jessica Drew scares Spring away from the cornucopia. Foo Fighters trauma dumps to Master Oogway and dies of embarrassment. Master Oogway dies to secondhand horror.
What kind of trauma is Foo Fighters even going to trauma dump about? She's a fucking plankton colony.
It must be a lot of trauma in order to get Oogway to die of secondhand horror.
Yeah, that's fucked up, damn.
Noam Chomsky scares the archivist away from the cornucopia. Dr. Riley Yan is consumed by the moon. Oh fuck, Tuesdays. I like how an O5 council member is scared shitless by just Noam Chomsky.
I'm a good gnome!
Gnome jump scare.
I'm not a Gnelf. I'm not a Gnoblin. I'm a gnome.
I'm a gnome!
You've been gnomed.
Gnomed!
Hunbolt tries to write the name of Walter White in a Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that he accidentally writes his own names instead. I don't know why it says names. I think some of the other genders are fucked, but regardless. Mr. Boonchoy bashes Marie Schrader's head against a rock several times. Damn, Mr. Boonchoy. Holy fuck.
He must have gotten his last, he must have gotten another controller broken and just snapped. He just said,
well, I mean, Marie's
this.
a kleptomaniac, so maybe she stole it and then broke it on her way out.
Oh, God.
Jinbei accidentally falls down a pitfall that turns out to actually be an alt-right pipeline that makes Jinbei start talking about how we need to unplug from the Matrix. He is promptly euthanized.
Is that even remotely in character?
No.
I feel like too many of the One Piece characters are just too based to fall down alt-right pipelines.
Yeah, at least the ones that are in the Sam.
Winston Payne sees Dream SMP fan art online and immediately dies from septic shock. I can so imagine that happening.
Yeah, especially since this is Azatori we're talking about, so psychological damage always manifests as real damage.
Yeah. Dr. Zomboss punches... Okay, forget about the fucked up formatting. Punches Dick Gumshoe so hard that he flies around the entire world and hits Dr. Zomboss from behind. Both die on impact. That's so in character for Zomboss to do. It also makes sense that Dick Gumshoe would be able to do that. Bill Cipher strangles Amity Blight with a rope. Holy fuck.
No! Damn. That's just wrong.
Sergey turns Bulgarian. He's no longer Russian.
Oh my god.
If Akaza dies to the fucking ant, I'm gonna laugh so hard. If that's actually what happens. Akaza kills the ant with their own weapon. What the fuck sort of weapon does an ant have?
The freaking stick with the bag on it.
Just imagining Akaza picks up the tiny fucking stick from this ant and just starts whacking it. Even when there are like 5 different ways, he could more easily kill the same ant.
Or maybe just like he like dramatically impales the ant on the stick.
It's so funny because he wouldn't need to do that at all. He's literally like a martial arts master. And even if he wasn't, he could just step on the ant with his foot. Any human could do that. Not that Akaza is a human, but any humanoid could do that. Greg Ganchuar trauma dumps to Principal Bump and dies of embarrassment. Principal Bump dies to secondhand horror. That sounds very in character for Bump.
Yeah, and it's pretty in character for Greg Ganchuar too, especially because he's doing this to a school principal. Because Greg Ganchuar is canonically still in college.
True. I actually didn't know that,
Like,
but that's so funny.
Like that's like the main
No, Gus!
gimmick of the anti-bully squad, as they're called, is that they're still
still in college, yeah. Gus Porter unplugs from the Matrix for real and falls to his death in a disoriented state, landing right next to Sneeko's pod. The judge unplugs from the Matrix for real and falls to his death in a disoriented state, landing right next to Sneeko's pod. Rain Whispers falls into a pit and dies. Kanaya decapitates Kikimora with a sword. We're losing Owl House characters very fast. Colin unplugs from the Matrix, blah 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 blah.
No, don't give Tommy Cool a lot of alcohol, god damn it.
Is he like a kid? Because
I mean, look at that hat. Does he look like an adult to you?
He looks like that one fucking meme of the guy coming in and being like, "How do you do, fellow kids?"
Yeah.
The mesh of his face is clearly not childlike. It's like the opposite of Lolicon.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. God, why did you have to say that? What the fuck?
I don't know why. I probably should have used a different word. But I think you know what I'm
Posey's
trying
gone
to say.
That. So Posey did that, and then Loboto did the morbidly obese comment. I wonder what depth I'm going to sink to that'll just get the biggest oh shit out of everybody.
No, I think
tonight.
Loboto's comment was way better than mine. Mine was worse.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying because
it was just the only word that I got.
Over party.
It was the word that I it's the first word that came to my mind. I feel like there's a better way of describing it, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
the
do.
term that could fit here is Benjamin Button's disease.
From my understanding, what lolly actually means in Japan is like just petite, like kind of like childlike features. It doesn't necessarily mean anything sexual on its own.
Can we just move on from this?
Yeah. So that's kind of what I meant by that, but I see that came across really the bad way.
Yeah. Spider-Man Noir kills Mort the chicken for his supply.
That's very in character.
He's gonna be eating chicken tonight. He's gonna be eating cooked
I'm just
chicken
imagining.
tonight.
I can totally hear Nicolas Cage narrating this. So sometimes I have to kill chickens. I have to eat them raw.
Sometimes I have to kill random chickens on the street because fuck the Nazis. I don't know what that means.
Chickens were part of the SS.
That reminds me of one of my favorite. I know to some people he is like the death of comedy, but one of my favorite nostalgia critic jokes I've seen is like he did a bit like where he reviewed Nicolas Cage content for a month, and his opening would have like Nicolas Cage's face edited onto footage, and so he had this gag where it was like, I actually have a confession to make. I'm not Nicolas Cage. I'm Nicolas Cage pretending to be a narrator that sounds like Nicolas Cage for just no reason. It cracks me the fuck up. I can't explain it.
That might be like one of the only funny things Nostalgia Critic has ever done.
True.
Andy bashes Candace's head in with a mace.
No!
It was right as Candace was about to report Phineas and Ferb.
No!
Yeah, the Phineas and Ferb effect has gone too far.
Truly.
This isn't
Flack is
God's
unable
plan.
to convince Dimitri not to kill him. Is that I don't know if this is in character for Dimitri, because Saf will have to inform me, but I don't know about Flack. You said Flack was pathetic, so
Yeah,
maybe it is.
Yeah, Yeah, Flack is all brawn, no
Oh, God.
brains. Which
Ivy
is
can-
obviously not a good thing when you are a military commander.
Ivy convinces Polly to not kill her, only to kill him? Okay, her instead.
Damn.
Regardless.
Didn't think Ivy was capable of that, but okay.
The unrealistic part of this is that Polly let it happen.
Yes. That's the
Yeah,
best way to put
Polly would just fucking annihilate Ivy.
I love this lineup of characters. We've got Parties Are for Losers. I forget where the fourth character is from, but whatever. We've got Patrick Star, and then we have 2 Demon Slayer characters. Oh, and there's more. Hold on, is this the court
All
one?
these anime characters and then just Patrick Star.
Yes. Actually, Olia is not an anime character, and I also don't think Tamari is. But yeah, other than that. Oh, I don't think Nina Macias is either, actually. So only 3 of them are anime characters. But anyway, the game makers try Olia in court for the grand crime of existence. Patrick Star, Yushiro, Tamari, Kagaya, Kirin, and Serizawa serve on the jury and find Olia guilty. Olia is immediately executed. I feel like Kagaya would be the one to hear him out, or hear her out, or I forget what gender Olia is, but I think she's a woman. But Kagaya would hear her out because he's an understanding person. Patrick would just select a button at random because, you know, he's dumb.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yushiro kind of seems like the guy who would vote guilty, if I'm being honest. Serizawa maybe vote innocent because he's kind of like a good-hearted person. I don't know about these other guys. They would probably vote guilty just because I don't know anything about them. I'm just going to arbitrarily say they would vote guilty so that it makes sense. Elon Musk purchases the brain of James Vela and makes him start spewing out right-wing conspiracy theories. James Vela is promptly euthanized.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Major
no.
Monogram overpowers Waddles, killing him. Holy
Come
fuck.
on, Monogram.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ. He just fucking kills a pig. It's like that one scene from The Pope's Exorcist I keep hearing about.
It's like Waddles was an Alka member, but there's some secret invasion type shit going on, and so he kills the wrong pig.
True. True.
Waddles was not the imposter.
Oh god, we got Squidward. Where's
he
this
must have
going?
thought. I imagine that Monogram might have seen the episode where Waddles is super smart and didn't realize that he wasn't anymore. So he perceived him as a national threat. Widward shoots an arrow at SCP-3999, but misses. Let's see. Let's see what happens now that the stream is back and we got excellent connection here. Hey Loboto, are you back yet?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay, well there's nothing that I can do if it actually is just ruined. Okay, yep, we're back. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just lost like half the stream there. Yeah, fuck me. Okay. We lost out on a very good portion of that. But
We are going to commit the violence.
Please tell me, at the very least... Okay, no, we got the Rengoku moment. Okay, that I'm at least glad we have. Okay, we saved that part. Thank Jesus Christ. I would have been so mad. Okay. Mr. Krabs kills Musashi with a sickle, and Demo Man is consumed by the sun.
Oh shit, hold on, I have to... I'm having technical difficulty.
Oh god, it just never ends.
It never ends.
Okay, so if anyone's really confused as to what just happened, we basically lost the stream for an hour and I didn't realize. Hold on a minute. Oh, this is fucking lame, brother. On. Okay. Well, Saf, you can giggle at this. Ciaris unplugs from the Matrix for real and falls to his death in a disoriented state, landing right next to Sneeko's pod.
I feel like he'd do that.
Yeah, that seems
But like,
oddly
my
in
question
character.
is, why would he fall? He can fucking fly.
That's a great question. Are you back, Loboto? But yeah, great question. I mean, Dipper Pine spontaneously combusts. Okay.
That feels like something he'd do. I don't know. I haven't watched the show, but it looks like something he'd do.
It is. It really is. Just an average event in Gravity Falls.
Why are you scrolling up?
I'm just trying to capture some of the moments that we ended up missing because of the bullshit.
We
that
should
happened.
probably get the custom death that I don't think was seen before, the one with the gay overdose.
Oh yeah, that one. Yep. Of course.
That was
This
Larry.
one, Larry Butts. Larry Butts turns frogs gay by putting chemicals in the water, but accidentally touches the water and overdoses on gay.
That's how I want to go.
Indeed. I'll just do a quick supercut of all the moments. I want to get the Gyu moment. Hold on. Yeah, right. The Gyu makes a fatal spelling error in an argument with Mia Fey. Yeah, that's very in character. Would be even funnier if it would be even funnier if it was with Shinobu. But regardless, funny moment. Also, oh fuck, Loboto. I have terrible news for you. I'm pretty sure the stream didn't catch your entire singing of Story of Undertale.
No!
It's Jover. Also, yeah, we lost Toby.
Look at this to me.
The only respectable British person in existence.
Yeah.
Maybe if we're really lucky, the stream somehow will recover all that lost time, but I don't think it will. I think it's Jover. I'm gonna be honest, this is really bumming me out.
Valid. Fair enough.
Oh, we have to, oh yeah, we need this one too. Reagan Arataka dying in a glue trap. That we absolutely need to get back on stream.
That was the pinnacle of like...
And also Eagle. He was
Yeah.
there too.
Yes, my apologies. Yeah, my apologies for the scuffness. I just want to point out, we're still on the cornucopia. I don't think we're gonna
You're
finish
scrolling
this
down
game
too
today.
much.
Okay.
Scroll.
Yeah, anyway,
Good.
Dipper Pine
Yep.
spontaneously combusts. Hatsune Miku grabs a jar of fishing bait while this gets fishing gear. Okay. Of course. Penny Parker trauma dumps to Jerome and dies of embarrassment. Jerome dies secondhand horror. That's actually in character.
Oh, that is perfect.
That is absolutely in character.
Perfect.
Across the Spider-Verse, Penny would totally do that.
And it's so funny to imagine this, just Jerome just having this random teenager go up to him and just trauma dump about like the entirety of Neon Genesis Spider Galleon lore or whatever. to him.
Yes. Cody is
Like,
consumed
ma'am,
by
I'm
the
just
sun.
the janitor. Will you please shut up?
Perry the Platypus addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing, lecturing them about how their actions are immoral and need to stop right now if they want any hope of forgiveness. The game makers respond by firing a guided missile directly at Perry the Platypus, killing him instantly. Tragically, Jesse Pinkman and Sadie Croker are also caught in the explosion.
A
God damn it.
platypus?
I mean, Perry would totally do that, but Dr. Doofenshmirtz overpowers Whiskey, killing
Why
her.
did you put Whiskey as her?
Oh, Whiskey's a her. Wait, what? Who is
He's a
Whiskey?
guy.
Oh, really?
He's a guy.
I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
Okay, to be fair, it's not fair to you. You haven't watched the series, so...
General Union addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing. No, she would not be monologuing about morality. She would be monologuing about her own titles. I am General Union, Scourge of the Sand, and then she just gets fucking blasted by a missile.
Yeah.
And also
and
Aaron.
Aaron Davis is there
Yeah,
too.
the Prower fucking dies.
So sad.
Violent Girl replaces Inosuke's organs with bees.
I know she likes sewing.
I'm
I don't think
imagining just
Inosuke
freaking.
would... The funniest part
imagining
is
just-
that... Okay, the
I'm
funniest...
imagining just.
Oh
I'm
god.
imagining just.
Stop
We're in-
out autism each
We're in
other.
an autism off. You go first.
I'm imagining that Inosuke, like in the GIF, like Inosuke is like exhaling a bunch of air out of his nostril. I'm imagining that he just does that, but a bunch of bees come out.
Well, to be clear, that's not his actual nostril. He's wearing a boar mask, but yeah. That's such a funny visual. And you know what makes this even funnier? Based on the feats that Inosuke is able to accomplish in Demon Slayer, I unironically believe he has a non-zero chance of surviving this.
Oh my god.
You'll see what I mean when you get to a certain arc, if I show you the show.
Oh shit.
Inosuke just has completely unrealistic abilities. And it's
Hold on.
really funny.
I forgot to brew my tea. I boiled the water and I forgot to brew it.
Elon Musk purchases the brain of Pyro TF2 and makes him start spewing out right-wing conspiracy theories. Pyro TF2 is promptly euthanized.
I feel
How
like
would
that would
anyone even
happen.
know? All they'd hear is just.
Well, that's about as comprehensible as actual right-wing conspiracy theories, so I don't think you could tell a difference.
True. True.
Kingpin receives a trident. Kieran Jodo accidentally likes a Matt Walsh tweet and drowns in tweets about child labor.
Pregnancy or work exploitation?
That's unironically in character. That's canon compliant right there. The collector
compliant,
dies
sure.
of ball fart. I don't know why it says die, but Lilith accidentally likes a Matt Walsh tweet and drowns in tweets about child labor. Fuck.
Damn.
Well, Lilith would never. Well, I guess it says accidentally, so fair enough. Jodo would like the tweet on purpose because he's a homophobe.
We
But
all
Lilith
know
would do it
Jodo is
accidentally.
homophobic.
The kid questions their sanity. At this point, that makes sense. If an
Yeah.
O5 member is questioning their sanity, you know this game is fucked. You know this game is completely ridiculous.
I just
I
scroll
think
down
you
straight
accidentally
to the
scrolled
Oh,
to the bottom
shit.
of that round.
I didn't mean to. No, don't look at anything.
Trinity's still alive.
What do you mean? Who?
I just saw Trinity flash on screen for
I
like
think
2
Trinity is still
seconds.
alive, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
Serizawa, Patrick, Obanai, and Kieran raid Minori's camp while she is hunting. The fuck did she do? She's just a girl. Were they trying to track down Megami?
Were they in a Mogami world?
I mean,
And like
maybe.
2 seconds.
I guess it makes sense that maybe Serizawa... Okay, Saf's gone for a moment, but basically, it kind of makes sense that maybe Serizawa would be tracking down Minori because of Megami, but why the fuck would Patrick Star be there? And I guess Obanai would be there because he would.
Patrick just got lost and ended up here.
It's true.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Obanai, he's a demon slayer. Maybe he would extend his work to spirits as well if he thought they were a threat. But Nina Masi. Oh, that's not Nina Masius. What the fuck am I talking about? Kieran. I don't know what Kieran's doing here, but whatever. Wait, General Union's still alive? Didn't she have the...
What?
Did I fuck up the event? I think I fucked up the custom events, like, really badly, because General Union should not still be alive. She canonically, by the rules of this game, took a missile and survived it.
And then died from doing the yoinky spoinky to
That was the last of her energy she used up.
True.
It's actually so much funnier this way. Dr. Avalon unknowingly eats toxic berries.
Yeah, he's stupid. He'd do that.
Even though he's a doctor. Rengoku makes a fatal spelling error in an argument with Mr. Krabs. Oh, fuck.
No!
Why can I imagine that happening?
I can also see that happening.
Okay, Dr. Tori collects fruit from a tree.
Minor spelling mistake. I win.
No! No! The crustacean menace has triumphed over me! Dr. Tori collects fruit from a
God.
tree. The game makers tried Mia Fey in court for the grand crime of existence. Isn't she a lawyer? That's really funny.
Lawyers can be tried in court, I guess.
It's just really funny. The irony.
Yeah.
The game makers tried Mia in court for the grand crime of existence. Kingpin, the liar, Baljeet, Scout TF2, Drake, and Ted Beneke serve on the jury and find Mia Fey guilty. Mia Fey
Yeah,
is
they're the
immediately
whole
executed.
That's
Oh, by the way,
rough.
I don't think anyone, because of the stream error, I don't think anyone caught when Sap first arrived. I think he came in like about an hour-ish in, maybe
I
an
just
hour and
showed
a half.
up. Yeah, I showed up like an hour and a half in.
Jolene dies from hunger. What JoJo character would die from hunger? How is that? Miles Morales chases Giorno. I don't know if that's a good idea, Miles.
Oh, that is most certainly not a good idea.
Okay, hold on. Tamayo kills Tombstone for his supplies. I guess you could say Tombstone now has a tombstone.
True.
And Mike Ehrmantraut accidentally likes a Matt Walsh tweet and drowns in tweets about child labor.
No.
Oh god. Mike would never. Mike is not a good person, but I don't think he would be trans. Nina Macia shoots an arrow into Nico Robbins' head. Soldier TF2 accidentally falls down a pitfall that turns out to actually be an alt-right pipeline that makes Soldier TF2 start talking about how we need to unplug from the Matrix. He is promptly euthanized. Why does that feel in character?
This is so sad.
Because Soldier totally would fall for those kinds of conspiracies.
Jessica Drew severely slices Ida Clawford with a sword. God damn it.
Battle of the Moms.
It's true. Medic overhears Terry and Tengen talking in the distance. Squidward, Spider-Man Noir, and Irreverent Girl track down and kill Miriam. That's such a funny group of characters.
What did they do?
Fuck if I know. Karen
Us
severely
picking
injures...
flowers for Ivy.
That's true, yeah. Karen severely injures Lego Ida and leaves her to die. Okay.
I imagine
Again, stock explosion effect from Deltarune.
Yeah.
True.
Gaia makes a wooden spear. SCP-3999 turns Bulgarian. The Bulgarian SCP.
Okay, researcher Telerin, we have a new assignment for you. You're turning Bulgarian.
That just seems like an average. That just seems like an average SCP event. Oh
True.
god. Clone Andy forces the vigilante to kill Godot or Dr. Phage. He refuses to kill, so Clone Andy kills him instead. John
Damn.
Glostar inexplicably shows up and assassinates Dr. Octavius.
Baby girl.
Why the fuck is this so... The text is so messed up. But whatever. That she was named John, and therefore threatening his position as the best John in existence. By the time he realizes his mistakes, it's far too late. Flash defeats Heavy in a fight but spares his life. Stan Pines fatally stubs SCP-001's toe. Of course, that just seems in character. No, Stan Pines is totally the kind of guy who would inexplicably be able to toe stub an SCP to death.
Yeah.
Love that, frankly.
Tommy Kulada diverts Aaron's attention and runs away. Oh, fuck, I don't even think Aaron died either. Even though he was also...
It took me a moment to process the freaking thing that happened. A couple things up with Lash defeating Heavy in a fight but sparing his life. Lash's whole thing is that she's like a mad scientist, so I imagine that she's like, "Oh, don't worry, fat Russian guy, I'm not gonna kill you. You can be my guinea pig instead."
Well, he's already used to it from Medic, so I don't think he would be that perturbed.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
True.
Anyway.
And she's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I thought this was a new subject. Why is it already full of, orangutan uteruses?"
Anyway, yeah. So Aaron is still alive. I don't think the Game Maker event actually kills anyone in this game, because I fucked it up really bad.
That's honestly really funny.
Yeah, it is. Rio Morales, Gordon Feetman, and Koyama start fighting, but Gordon Feetman runs away as Rio kills Koyama. How the fuck?
Bro.
Koyama is a psychic! Rio is just a mom.
Rio's
Well,
just
actually,
like-
Rio is a mom, so maybe that explains it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
mom
got that
powers.
sheer mom energy.
Andy
Mom
sets
energy,
Gideon
as
on
you
fire
guys
with
say.
a
It's mom energy.
Molotov. How is that in character at all?
I don't think
Miles
Andy would be
Edgeworth dies
opposed.
of ball fart. Fuck me. Okay, What were you saying earlier? I was too distracted.
I don't think Andy would be opposed to killing someone with a Molotov, but it's not, like, particularly in character either.
It's also probably not something he would do to a child, if I had to guess.
Well, I mean, Andy himself is a child, so
True,
that...
yeah. Dr. Doofenshmirtz turns Bulgarian.
Is Bulgarian fatal and non...
Let me present to you my Bulgarianator.
The Bulgarianator!
Bulgarianator!
Bulgarian.
Fuck. Please tell me it's not... I don't have a stream error again. I hope I got that part. Okay, I did.
I think it's still catching up, yeah. Yep, we got him.
Okay. Jane Margolis, Yushiro, and Leopold Logel hunt for other tributes. Joseph diverts Miss Pauling's attention and runs away. Carl the intern chucks salt at Engineer and waits for it to rain, causing Engineer to immediately dissolve. Emma Sky camouflages herself. True. This event is always so funny because I have no idea what the fuck it's referencing, outside of the fact that it's a Columbo gag. Misato realizes too late that she is in a Columbo episode where Ford is really upset that his parking spot was stolen by Misato. That's honestly really in character. Specifically for Misato, because she always goes snooping around in places that she doesn't really belong.
She would have no idea.
Dubomi ambushes Mabel and kills her. Jesus. Fuck.
Infighting in the small girl community.
It's funny because I think the two of them would actually be really good friends. Every time Genya shows up, I just imagine him shooting the tribute directly next to him, and it's so funny. He just shoots Olivia in the eye as she's twitching. Okay, he just steals from her, so she's not
he shot her in the eye to blind her so he could steal her stuff.
It's true.
She wasn't looking. It wasn't of her own will. Oh,
I've seen a meme about Genya that's just an impact font overlay on top of that image called American Breathing First Form. Katya kills the Shubil while he is resting. Oh god.
Katya would never. Katya would
says
befriend the
explode
Shubil.
while in the vicinity of Fawful, instantly turning him into a mushroom cloud. That's not one of Daki's abilities in the show, which I feel like goes without saying, but is that in character for it to happen to Fawful?
I mean, just, like, I could totally imagine a gag like that just happening in a Mario and Luigi game.
Yeah. Okay. The American chucks oil at Jotaro and waits for it to oil, causing Jotaro to go insane.
The American would never
trying to
chuck
figure out
oil
why he was oiled.
away.
That's true. The American would hog all the oil. And anyway,
that kind of trick
Jotaro's
would
brain.
never work on Jotaro. Like, if there was any...
He's too
like,
unbelievably badass.
Well, like, beyond that, like, Jotaro is the master of, like, of that kind of mind games. Like, tricking someone into thinking you're doing something clever when you're really doing nothing at all, that kind of thing. He would see right through that trick.
Yeah. I totally believe
Sentence is false. Don't think about it. Don't
the
think about
founder
it. Oh,
convinces
true.
Sakurai to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Oh god.
Damn. Yeah, the founder would do that.
Okay, Eru convinces Sergei to not kill him,
What?
only to kill him instead.
Teru?
I think he could do that, but would he do that is the real question. Steve poisons Noam Chomsky's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. No, Steve!
Yeah,
No!
my little guy.
Reason for Steve.
Rudy
He stabs Darius.
Oh, his back is it's just that, remember what he did to Dave Strider? Remember how he did that to Dave Strider in that one game? Where, like, we imagined him just impaling himself through Dave Strider? I'm just imagining the same thing with Darius.
Yeah.
Willow Park, Hunter, and Mr. Grimbrim hunt for other tributes.
Mr.
Yeah, I'm just
Grimbrim
imagining
is
this as a
third
hunt low
wheeling.
date, but just this random fucking zombie is with them for some reason.
He's the third wheel.
It's true. He's just one of Belos' old experiments.
True.
Enga repeatedly stabs Dr. Nebula to death with sighs. How?
What did he do?
I don't know. Mars' strongest soldier, I guess. If Akaza dies in a really embarrassing way, that would be really funny. I got my wish. Akaza turns frogs gay by putting chemicals in the water, but accidentally touches the water and overdoses on gay. Goodbye. Gustavo and Brick chases Bill Cipher. Mr. Boonjoy dies from thirst. Okay. Pop, Gyutaro, and Ivy hunt for other tributes. That's so funny. I'm just imagining like a wholesome scene from Amphibia. Pop is teaching Ivy how to hunt. Because she's dating Sprig and all. And then there's just fucking Gyutaro from Demon Slayer just accompanying them as the backup.
Real. Gyutaro has been like showing up with like a bunch of like really nice characters and just like not doing anything to them whatsoever.
It's so weird because it's so out of character too. Like he's not a nice dude.
Wall zombie, no!
No! Wall zombie accidentally
Wall
falls down a
zombie!
pitfall that turns out to actually be an alt-right pipeline that makes Wall zombie start talking about how we need to unplug from the Matrix. He is promptly euthanized. I'm just imagining walking past Wall zombie, and he just says from the wall, Hey, kid, have you ever heard about QAnon? It's such a funny thing to imagine. Mr. Stick strangles this after engaging in a fist fight.
How? He has no neck.
I don't know either. Mr.
He
Stick
grabs him by the legs and just like goes and like swings him around like a helicopter blade.
finding
That
girl
Josuke
scares Scorpion off. How the
That
fuck?
Josuke collects the
How the
Rokakuta.
fuck?
How the fuck does finding girl do that?
How the fuck?
Anya chucks
Dima?
salt
No!
at Dimitri and waits for it to rain, causing Dimitri to immediately dissolve.
They would never. She would never.
Fern
She would
tries to
never!
write the name of Hawk in the Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that she accidentally writes the name of Spy TF2 instead. It wasn't her fault, the commenters messed it up.
Yeah.
Dr. Jan begs for Sanji to kill her. He refuses, keeping Dr. Jan alive. It's because
I mean, of
Sanji
course,
can't
Sanji
hurt
would-
women.
Yeah.
This is an established fact. Zeus Ramirez kills the noise as he tries to run. Major
Crazy,
Monogram
bro.
replaces Johnny Joestar's organs with bees. I didn't get to
JoJo character
Honestly, Phineas and
versus
Ferb.
random ass guy.
I mean, a Phineas and Ferb character seems like the only character who could be enough to rival a JoJo character in a fight.
Yeah.
True.
Good news,
Bob
Johnny.
receives-
You know your legs are no longer paralyzed because we replaced them with bees.
Yeah.
That's MK Ultra be like.
Bro.
Bob receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The entire concept of pataphysics severely injures Buford, but puts him out of his misery. Saf, oh, I just remembered something. Saf, you missed an event where the entire concept of pataphysics turned Bulgarian.
Oh my god.
The Bulgarian
Okay,
universe.
Okay, okay, before we keep going, I'd like to introduce you guys to what pataphysics is. Also, hi Kevin, welcome back.
Oh, hi,
um,
Kevin.
Pataphysics is like the study of like layers of fictionalness. So like if you have a book with like another story inside it, like a parable inside of it, it's like two layers, right? Because
interesting.
inside the world of the book, that parable is fictional, but like we're one layer above it.
I'm convinced that that's
useful in-
actually just how the multiverse works, if there is a multiverse.
My microphone working?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay. I'm just wondering because Discord says it's not. Okay, it was saying it didn't detect anything.
Discord's bullshitting you. You're good.
Discord's fucked. Yeah. Anyway,
Discord is trolling you.
Anyway, Buford
Anyway,
fucking died.
if the entire concept of pataphysics turned Bulgarian, that means every single thing below it is also Bulgarian. So we're
Oh,
all
yeah.
Bulgarian.
Well, yeah, it's that one really fringe conspiracy theory about how Russia is just behind all history, except it's Bulgaria instead.
True.
Jack Horner diverts Kanayo's attention and runs away. I mean, look at Kanayo. Do you honestly think she's looking at anyone?
Oh yeah. So
It's
so
her-
what were some of the
Well,
big
actually,
events
I guess I
missed?
mischar- I'm mischaracterizing Kanayo a little bit. She actually does pay attention to things, but she doesn't make decisions without flipping a coin, which means she wouldn't even really bother to run after Jack Horner. Okay, one I really
so
want to
didn't
show you.
miss-
No, you didn't really miss that much. But I do want to
there's
show
the-
you Akaza turns frogs gay by putting chemicals in the water, but accidentally touches the water and overdoses on gay. And that was how the Akaza X Rengoku ship was born.
No!
Overdose on gay.
Yep.
Like, that makes sense. I can tell just by looking at him, Akaza is very gay.
That's actually, it's so funny you say that, because Akaza is actually canonically a huge simp. Like, just like Sanji, he doesn't hurt women, even though he's a demon. Like, straight up.
I'm tired of them putting demon blood in the water that turns the fucking Slayers gay.
Do you understand that?
I love how you call Akaza gay, even though he's probably like the least likely demon to be gay. Based on
The
actual
most
lore.
homophobic demon.
Not homophobic, just not gay. Like, he's very much
Gotcha.
a woman liker. Like, he's, as I said, he doesn't hurt women. Like, he actively abstains from eating them, from my understanding.
Crazy.
But regardless.
Trinity would.
Trinity engages in a lethal Twitter argument.
Sending this to my my
Guillaume
friend who's like just a
sees-
massive simp on Trinity.
Guillaume sees smoke rising in the distance. Guillaume is fucking blind. He can't see shit. His eyes are Herobrine. The dude can't see. And he decides not to investigate. Ichiro and Sprig split up to search for resources. The Nazarene throws a knife into Sensei's chest. Emmy, Crazy Dave, and Kirby hunt for other tributes. Indel goes hunting. Oh yeah, by the way, Kevin, if you think you missed anything else...
Sprains his ankle running away from Saul Goodman.
Did you know that you have rights? I say you don't. Okay, so Kev, basically, we found out after you left that the stream wasn't transmitting like a solid hour. So we lost about an hour of content.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes, it
I
was
think
really
that
tragic.
must have been your
Including my
elephant
stirring
son
rendition
a
of Story of Undertale.
Your elephant red.
Yeah, it was rough. I
How
got
does this keep happening?
it's just terrible, I know.
Fuck!
Regardless, of the stuff that we did manage to catch, you can go back and rewatch it whenever you want if you think you missed anything.
Okay.
I still think we got a
Alright.
decent amount of content in. It's nothing bad. It's fine. Again, we can do as many of these streams as we want. Hantangu fatally beams the French
Yeah.
flag onto Pizza Head. The worst demonic attack ever.
The
He turns
French
into
flag.
Baguette Head.
It's true.
No.
The most vile demon of all history is the French demon.
True.
Yeah, Pizza Head turns into Baguette Head.
SCP-5520 spears Benoit Blanc in the abdomen.
No!
No!
Miss-
The
Dr.
account-
Ridderick would never do that. Such a thing. My boy would never.
The accountant addresses the game makers
He would
directly
never-
and begins Yeah, no, I think, again, the O5 Council would admire the game makers, if anything.
By the way, guess what? Apparently it turns out that Posey fucked up and this event is actually completely non-fatal.
Yeah, the tributes all seem to survive this. It's really funny.
Yeah, the missile does not actually kill anyone.
It's just a confetti missile.
Yeah.
It's just that
They
one
got glitter
fucking-
bombed.
It's that one fucking.
Oh my
I'm
God.
thinking of that. Okay, what's the name of that Indian animation company that does like the political propaganda pieces?
The
I'm
fucking
so
what?
sorry.
I
Yeah,
had
so
no
sorry.
clue.
Yeah, that's the one. It makes all those like really shittily animated like Indian government propaganda cartoons with Modi and shit.
I had
And there's one of them.
no idea that was a thing.
And there's one of them where, like, the Indian defense minister, who was apparently disgraced by the government, there's one of them where the Indian defense minister morphs himself into a jet, flies over Pakistan, and fires missiles at the Pakistani people. But, like, the missiles open up and drop out a bunch of cease and desist letters instead of actual, like, ammunition. And the joke is supposed to be that the I guess the joke was supposed to be that the Minister of Defense was a coward and wouldn't actually do anything against Pakistan in their conflict. But it's just so funny because of how shittily animated it is, and also the fact that the defense minister is portrayed as a literal transformer. If you've seen the clip where the guy transforms into a tank with the Tokyo Ghoul theme overlaid on top of it, that's the animation it's from.
Yeah. Honestly, so sorry unironically goes hard.
Yeah. That's just what I
like,
imagine.
If you take away the political propaganda aspect, it's some genuinely hilarious, just comedy
it's
slapstick
unintentionally
stuff.
funny. Like, and also intentionally funny in some ways. But I totally just imagined the same... I really just imagined the Indian Defense Minister caricature just firing missiles at these characters, and they just drop out cease and desist letters instead of actually hurting them.
Truly.
That's just canon now. That's just what happened.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Anyway, Sniper TF2 attacks Hatsune Miku, but Verb Fletcher protects her, killing Sniper TF2. Pepperman tracks down and kills Mitsuri. God. First of all, how? No. Second of all, no! I have to question how this is even possible. I'm telling you.
Brooke stabs
I know it's kind of pointless. I know it's kind of
Trident.
pointless to power scale anime characters against Pizza Tower characters, but Mitsuri is dicing Pepperman into a million pieces within a matter of seconds. It's not even a question. It is not even a fucking debate. I have no idea. Do you think that he just turned himself into food? Actually, you know what? I understand exactly how this happened. It's like a character trait of Mitsuri that, like, she eats a fuck ton. So I'm just imagining Pepperman snuck into Mitsuri's meal and just killed her by being incredibly spicy. And that's just how I'm imagining this went down.
Yep. That's my interpretation now.
Anyway, I was gonna say, Saf, you're the one who added SCP-610, right?
Yep.
Well, Saf,
this is not possible.
So. Okay.
Well, technically, Brooke's a skeleton, so he wouldn't be affected by the curse, right?
No. Sarcasm basically just means that, like, any organic material is, like, cultified and, like, bleh.
Do bones count then?
If this happened, if, like, Brooke accidentally...
Bones do count.
Yes, bones count.
Yeah, if Brooke accidentally... Well, note that he stabs it in the back of a trident. He's not using his own hand.
Yeah, but, like, there's a lot more than just that one back. There's, like, a head over here. There's, like, a strange amalgamation of limbs over there.
I'm just imagining Brooke taping a bunch of extra prongs onto the trident in order to specifically pierce every part of the SCP. Adder frightens Grit to death with a cotton candy lobster, but accidentally frightens himself to death as well. I don't know anything about these characters, but that just seems right.
We should send that to A.
Yeah, we will. After I'm done, I'll just take a screenshot of that.
I'll screenshot it now, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, just send that in the group chat. It's so funny.
I've got it.
Fucking
it's especially great because Adder and Grit specifically actually have, like, personal conflict between them, sort of. Like, there's...
No way.
I totally fucking imagined... I'm still internally chortling at the headcanon I managed to come up with for how Pepperman killed Mitsuri.
I'm still thinking about that.
I'm amazed that I managed to connect the dots that amazingly to make a possible scenario where that made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mrs. Boon Choi tries to spearfish with a trident. Walter White makes a fatal spelling error in an argument with Kanaya. That's so fucking funny.
I feel like yeah.
Yes,
I feel like
Kanaya would totally do that to someone. Kazuha sees Dream SMP fanart online and immediately dies from septic shock. Bro, just wait until you see the shit people write about your own game.
No.
Frankie dies first.
Oh.
How is that even possible?
That would not happen. Frankie just has, like... Frankie would simply... Actually, you know what? That's actually pretty in character, because, like, a major gimmick of Frankie in combat is that he is fueled by soda.
I swear
he is a cyborg
every
who
single
uses
time you tell me,
soda as his power source.
every new information
From
I learn about
Stan.
Frankie makes him as a concept progressively funnier to me.
He made his own cybernetic enhancements and decided that they should be fueled by soda because he thought that would be cool.
What can I
Okay,
say? He's
please-
based.
Please tell me that Shinobu and King live. Okay, yeah, they do. But these guys all track down and kill Sarai for some reason.
Bruh.
I have no idea why. Major Monogram
Applying a
dies
new
by
recipe.
Hatchet by SCP-5520. It's Jover. Dr. Tori is consumed by the moon. That's probably the only way she could die.
Yeah.
That's
Yo,
a tasteful color.
Evan, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just mostly
Okay.
quiet because I don't understand. I don't even really know half these characters. So.
Well,
Yeah,
Major
no,
Monogram
no.
just died. I kind of figured you would react to that.
Oh shit! No, damn it! I was okay. That I was distracted with something else that popped up for a second. But fuck.
Oh no, the
Damn it.
fucking microwave is
Samayo
on.
tries to write the name of Willow in the Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that she accidentally writes the name of Michiro instead.
Fucking oh my god.
Fuck. It's funny how it ends up. It's really funny how she ends up killing another Demon Slayer character too,
Christ.
and not the autism creature. Come on. Serizawa and Tengen sleep in shifts. King tries to treat his infection. Noam Chomsky shoots a poisonous blow dart into Brook's neck, slowly killing him.
Oh, he doesn't even have any. How would a poison kill him? He's a skeleton.
No, Noam Chomsky just shoots the blow dart so hard it just knocks his head right off.
Yeah, it just snaps his fucking spinal cord.
I don't even think that would kill Brook either, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gyutaro stays awake all night. Harry was awoken by nightmares. That's in character. Kanayo tries to write the name of Andy in the Death Note, but ends up writing it so shittily that she accidentally writes her own name instead.
How?
No!
How? How?
I don't
know. Fucking no! It is two words. It is 2 words long. This guy only has 1 word as his name, and her name has 1 fucking letter.
It has 2 no, 3 letters actually. A, N, and Y.
Oh. Okay, alright, but still, how the shit? How did yes, the most easy to
Kanayo's
confuse
not that
shit
stupid. Oh my god, I just
most-
thought of the funniest shit ever. Imagine we get that event, but it's Inosuke who fucks it up. That would actually
Oh my
make sense.
God.
That would be
That
canon
would make
compliant.
sense.
Yep.
That would make sense.
Because
I can buy
It's a whole gimmick
Inosuke.
of Inosuke's personality that he like frequently forgets his own best
His
friends'
name's
names
wrong.
and pronounces them wrong. Like
Oh
Exactly.
my god.
he just fires off shit like Gonpachiro Kamaboko when he's talking to Tanjiro, and everyone just kind of doesn't question it because they can't be bothered to correct him.
They're just used to it, I guess.
Yeah, they are. Mr. Stubbins, Hot Pop, Sprig, and Tommy tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. I'm imagining it's just like that one like special Amphibia episode where they tell the ghost stories, except without Ann and Polly. Instead, it's Mr. Stubbins and Tommy.
Oh
By the way, I would like to say I had canon that Sprig's ghost story about the glass frog is 100% actually a real thing that happened to him and Ivy.
That's probably true. What are
Yeah.
Stubbins and Tommy's ghost stories, though?
Well, Mr. Stubbins' ghost story goes like this. Squirt!
Oh, Jesus, fuck, that was terrifying. I don't know if that's appropriate for the stream, Loboto. You might have just scared everyone watching.
So true. I know you scared me.
I'm just I
I
still
just
think it's
scratched
so
up my throat.
I still think it's so funny that Hot Pop tries to justify why his hair looks the way it does with a horror story in canon.
Oh my god.
And Tommy's ghost story is just kind of incoherent babbling for half of it. He tells the man
Yeah,
door
that
hand
seems
hook
about
car
right.
door ghost story.
Man hook, hand hook, car door.
Oh,
That shit is like iconic.
yeah, we're getting some spring action soon. Let's see.
Oh.
Spring dies of ball fart. Irreverent girl accidentally likes a Matt Walsh tweet and drowns in tweets about child labor.
First of all, no, she wouldn't.
Engineer gaming. Kirby bashes Joseph's head in with a mace. Gustavo and Brick and Mr. Stick work together to drown Spider-Man Noir. No!
No.
Damn it.
Dementio
Oh.
severely
Man, that's like
slices
my
Lash
third
with...
favorite Spider-Verse character.
He's my #1 favorite, actually.
Think about it, he's my second favorite.
Wait, what is
He's
your
one
top...
of my favorites.
Give a top 5 list real quick.
My top 5 would be... I'm not really sure about my top 5, but I do know that my top 3 is number 3, Spider-Ham, number 2, Spider-Man Noir, number 1, Hobie.
That's probably fair.
Good
I would
list.
say that as, like, from an actual character perspective, Miles and Gwen are my favorites, but in terms of how entertaining a character is, it's Noir.
Fair enough.
And also, the Spot is pretty high up there as well.
Ow.
Dementio severely slices Lash with a sword. Tenga accidentally falls down a pitfall. It turns out to actually be an alt-right pipeline that makes Tenga start talking about how we need to unplug from the Matrix. He is promptly euthanized.
No!
Is that in character? I can't decide, even as a Mob Psycho fan.
I feel like he would, but I don't think he'd fall for it. Like he like go down the rabbit hole, but he wouldn't like fall for it, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Olaf frightens the
Olaf
Nazi to
frightens the
death of a cotton candy monster who accidentally frightens himself to death as well.
Good riddance, but like,
Even the O5
man.
Council, even the SCP Foundation can't handle something so anomalous as the cotton candy lobster. That's how you know
Truly.
shit's
And that
fucked.
feels very in character for Olaf. I can't place my finger on why, it just does.
Oh god, fuck! I'm good.
You good?
1 second.
Shit.
Bro is dying over there. Can somebody like go help him?
I can't, he lives in Canada, what do you expect me to do?
I'm good. I just swallowed something the wrong way.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. That was like the most violent hack attack I've ever had on stream. Even
Holy
just
shit! It's like
hearing about the cotton
streaming on
candy
stream
lobs.
now.
that's what hearing about the cotton candy lobster does to a motherfucker. Jesus Christ, Murph. Okay, Mr. Krabs screams for help. Nina, Macias, and Kanaya talk about the tribute still alive. I'm good, I just need to
Bruh.
let that out. Okay, oh Jesus, fuck, I'm still feeling the aftershocks.
Bro
Okay,
is dying
Drake
over there.
catches Karen off guard and kills her. I'm
No.
good, Saf, I'm good. Patrick loses sight of where he is. I'm pretty sure he did a long time ago. I don't think he ever had sight of where he was in this game.
Yeah.
Or in his life. Sanji strangles the liar with a rope. Is the liar not a woman? The liar looks like a woman to me.
It's like indeterminate.
Okay, so
Indeterminate
Sanji has a
gender.
50% chance of killing the liar. Understandable. Squidward Tentacles thinks about winning. Emma Sky screams for
That's in
help.
character.
Tamari convinces Obanai to not kill them, only to kill him instead. That's fucking bullshit. Obanai is not a Hashira who would be convinced not to kill someone. Not even
Scully
chance.
emoji. Tamari doesn't. I feel like Tamari would like just AI babble because like they're like a robot or whatever. They would like AI babble to the point that like Urbaneye is just so confused as to what the fuck they're saying that they just go like, you know what, fuck this.
It's not even worth the effort of killing you.
Yep.
I think I mentioned this before, but I think it got lost in translation because of the stream failure. But I really like Obaneye's design in particular because of the little bandage over his mouth and also the snakes.
Yeah, snake enjoyers are awesome.
It's true.
Snake enjoys
The
gang.
accountant pushes the kid off a cliff during a knife fight. Saul
In
Goodman
fighting in the
accidentally
O5
steps
council.
on a landmine.
Bruh.
Hello, Americans.
Oh, hi,
Did you
I'm
know
Saul
that
Goodman. Did you know there's a landmine here? I didn't.
I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have legs? This landmine says I don't. The entire concept of pataphysics thinks about winning. Katya falls into a frozen lake and drowns.
She did that.
Mr. Grimbrim and Hatsune Miku hold hands. We're reaching a certain level of crackship that shouldn't even be possible. A founder and heavy sleeping shifts. Miles Morales accidentally likes a Matt Walsh tweet and drowns in tweets about child labor.
Damn it, Miles.
I want to say that's out of character, but it does say accidentally, so
Yeah.
that makes more
Yeah.
sense. Hontengu, Hunter, and Anya start fighting, but Hunter runs away as Hontengu kills Anya. Finally, like a realistic result of a fight.
Yep. Anya stands no chance.
I know Hontengu looks like he's pretty pathetic, but like, that's the whole point. Just wait until you watch Swordsmith Village. Kindle replaces Godot's organs with bees. Emmy turns Bulgarian.
Shit.
The American declares that we will beat and torture Baljeet to death. Baljeet is killed. There's something so fucking funny about that in particular.
This is one of the things.
This is basically what the
The
War on Terror
entire
was.
SCP Foundation is ordered to beat and torture Baljeet.
The American
That's
declares.
okay.
The American declares that we will beat and torture Baljeet to death. Baljeet is killed. This is basically just how the War on Terror went down.
No!
Okay, I know. Before someone points it out, yes, I know that Baljeet is Indian and not Middle Eastern, but I'm saying that Americans would be so stupid they don't know. Or at least racist ones would.
That is.
Yeah.
I was going to say this is something that just kind of feels. I can't describe it, but I just look at this and I think, where is the text that says racism or some shit?
Hootie strangles Dr. Doofenshmirtz after engaging in a fist fight. The fuck you
He's
mean
just
fist
too
fight?
powerful.
What fist does
He's
Hootie have? I'm just about a fight between Hootie and Dr. Doofenshmirtz is so funny. Dr. Doofenshmirtz just whips out a giant axe, and he's just like, "Behold, the Cotrionator!"
If you're shocked by my silence, it's because I'm shocked in silence. Oh my god.
I think Kevin has just had enough. Pepperman
Yep.
fatally
I have,
ratios
man.
King.
Fatally ratios
I
King
keep seeing the
DDD on
characters in my
Twitter.
favorite cartoon die, and there's fucking thunder out, just like spooking the hell out of me.
It's just the perfect setting. Pepperman is a
Yes.
fucking menace in this game.
Yeah.
Medic and
Yeah.
CF2 falls down the alt-right pipeline pitfall. The archivist and Miss Spoon. So I talk about the trip alive. Finant girl turns Bulgarian. Bubby and Josuke hold hands. Aaron, Dr. Jan, and Rio Morales cheer for songs together. Lady Olivia turns Bulgarian.
No.
Yome stays awake all night. Jessica Drew passes out. Ted Beneke convinces Genya to not kill him, only to kill him instead. How the fuck?
How?
How do you even manage
How
that?
the
Does he just steal the fucking gun? I
Probably.
guess. Scout kills
Outkills Loggle
Loggle
with a hatchet.
It's hard to
Fern
believe
dies
he
in
could,
the
given
trap.
it's buff Loggle.
Cat
Fern dies in a glue trap.
That's just what happens every fucking day in Awful Hospital.
Yeah.
She's just gonna like wake up to Tori, and it's just like
That's
oh,
literally just what happens on a regular basis.
literally.
Zeus kills Peppino as he tries to run. Herb heads to his
I freaking imagine the Pizza Head spawn when you run out of time at Pizza but instead of Pizza Head, it's just Zeus.
Wait, I just you just reminded me.
It's like
Do you
the
remember that
freaking-
one gag?
It's the really shitty green. It's like a really shitty green screen of Zeus's head, like in those fix it with Zeus videos or whatever they're called.
Yes.
And also, I remember like a specific gag from Gravity Falls where, like, in the Blendin episode, he makes a time wish to have infinite pizza. And I'm just reminded of that by this.
I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about that.
Forgot about that.
That makes it even funnier. Luffy accidentally recites the speech that instantly kills you. Yushiro is awoken
Why?
by nightmares. I don't know. Scorpion punches Minori so hard that she flies around the entire world and hits Scorpion from behind. Both die on impact. Okay. Bill Cipher overpowers Tsubomi, killing her. It wouldn't have taken
Yeah,
much
no
effort on his
shit.
part, I don't think. Ivy dies of ball fart. Stan and SCP-3999 run into each other and decide to truce for the night. By the way,
Bro,
Hot Pop
what?
has... I just want to point out, I think Hot Pop is still alive, which is impressive considering he always dies on the first round, for the most part.
Yeah.
Jane Margolis bashes Kagaya's head in with a mace. Daki stabs Blue Gnome Chomsky with a tree branch.
Damn.
I mean,
no.
she's
Carl's
also a
coming
villain, but I've heard that the Blue Gnome Chomsky's death can only result in good things.
Yeah, he is an asshole.
Carl the intern tries to sing himself to sleep. Clone Andy
Okay,
chucks
good.
water at Hawk and waits for it to oil, causing Hawk to immediately phase through the ground and into the void. Is this a character at all?
No, oh no, it is not in character at all. Unless maybe it happens after, like, I could like theoretically imagine a scenario where that happens. Like, I guess I could imagine like Clone Andy was created by Sturm, so maybe Clone Andy's like his prime directive is to protect Sturm, and I guess this is a bit of a spoiler for Advance Wars, but I doubt any of you care. At the end of Advance Wars 2, Hawk actually kills Sturm, so maybe Clone Andy would like do that to avenge Sturm.
I just dropped like a...
What? What you drop?
You just said shit biscuits.
Yes, I did. And you have a problem with that?
Never. I would never insult white people slang.
True. White people slang is actually so fucking funny.
I think everybody should use white people slang.
It's
What
true.
even qualifies as white
Considering
people
how many
slang?
people use AAVE, it's kind of just fair payback at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would sleep well knowing that earlier in this game, Hachiro killed like
I don't know
several
if that was
JoJo
caught.
characters, Sho, an SCP.
I think he
Zoro.
also killed a Hashira. Or no, sorry, no, he killed
Yeah,
Zenitsu. It was still
yeah, he
pretty
killed
strong,
Zenitsu.
even though he's not a Hashira.
Yeah.
But
And I
yeah,
know about
I don't know if that was
I
caught
know
on
about
stream, but
sleeping-
it's really funny.
yeah.
Every single minute that goes by, I'm grateful that we managed to catch the Rengoku Grarar Bear death on stream, and that didn't get lost, because that's one of my favorite
Yeah.
moments so far. And we also I think we also managed to save the discussion where I talked about how in the lore of Demon Slayer, Rengoku fought a minigun werewolf demon and won with a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay. So
I just think that's such a funny part of the lore. I know it's not part of the main storyline, but I really hope Ufotable animates that as like a side project, because it would be so fucking hilarious to see. Anyway, Hachiro, Miss Pauling, and Kirin sleep in shifts. Oh, Kingpin convinces Shinobu to snuggle with him! What the fuck sort of crack ship even is this?
Imagine snuggling with Kingpin.
I mean, it would be pretty warm considering how big he is. You just,
Yeah.
it would just be like lying on a
You-
bed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably what Shinobu's entire thought process was, because I very heavily headcanon Shinobu as a lesbian, so I don't think she's into guys at all. So basically, I imagine Kingpin offered, and she was like, well, I don't really care, but you seem like you would be really comfortable to lie down on for no particular reason, so I'm just gonna go with that anyway.
I'm adopting that as well.
That's just my personal interpretation of what happened. Jack Horner attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Just like everything
Of
else
course.
at life. Mob sees a fire but stays hidden because
Mob
he's smart.
sees Jack Horner's fire. 235!
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh god! The
I'm
highest kill count
stunned.
I've ever seen in a single Hunger Games simulator game.
Holy fuck!
Jesus
is
I'm
brutal.
gobsmacked.
Wait. I know Muzan died. Did Koku... Okay, yeah, Kokushibo died. I think it was
Oh,
a
no.
while ago.
Oh, Spider-Man
Which is
India, or
crazy.
Professor.
Wait, how did Mars die?
Oh, Mars, I think, invested in cryptocurrency and lost all her savings, so she overdosed on bath salts. I think
Yeah,
that
she
was
did
caught. I hope it was.
That feels...
Oh god,
that
it's
feels-
just
Fuck
endless
this,
scrolling.
Isabella,
Oh my
Marcy,
god.
oh,
I like how you can actually
Spokane,
catch these
and
characters,
then-
even though I'm scrolling past so
Holy-
fast.
Lose. Oh, damn it. Harry, no!
Oh yeah, Inosuke
Shit, I
also
missed
died.
that.
And I think Tanjiro is also dead, and I think Zenitsu died a
Oh,
long time ago.
dude, please, I just noticed him. Please tell me you got the tombstone thing.
No, we
There
did
was
not.
that actually never happened.
Damn it.
I think I gaslit you by accident. There wasn't
Damn
even
it.
there wasn't even a tombstone thing anyway.
What?
Tombstone
it.
did die, and I made a joke about how he has a tombstone now, but he did not get the event where he suddenly
Okay, yeah, that's what I was just clarifying.
Yeah, no, that didn't
if
even happen in the first place. So don't
So
worry.
sad.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
Anyway.
It wasn't not caught, it just didn't happen. What I remember.
God, that's so many dead people.
Mr. Grimbrim travels to higher ground. The accountant foolishly invests all his money into a
accountant!
cryptocurrency scam. You would think that someone named the accountant would be able to know better.
Doesn't he like manage the fund? I am
Ford
fairly sure he
Pi-
manages the funds for
Ford?
like the SCP
Brother!
Foundation.
Ford Pine sets an explosive off killing Stan and the American. Okay.
No.
Infighting in the Pines brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lady Olivia shoots an arrow into SCP-5520's head. Emmy is unable to convince Aaron to not kill her. Aaron doesn't just randomly
she's
kill
just a girl.
children.
That's
Not really in character, even though he is a villain. He doesn't just randomly fucking kill children. Unless he's ordered to. What the fuck would
Yeah.
Emmy have done to piss off Kingpin that required her to be just assassinated by Prower?
Drew a picture of him being unable to wipe his ass.
That's actually... He drew a... No, because she's a writer. She wrote a fanfic of it.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm
Miss
getting
Pauling
confused
and
with
Jack-
Rumi. My bad.
Yeah, Miss Pauling and Jack Horner. You know that you meet Iconicos. You confuse her with canon Mob Psycho characters.
I'm too silly brained.
Miss Pauling and Jack Horner fight Tomeo and Clone Andy. Tomeo and Clone Andy survive. I guess that
I'm not
makes
surprised.
sense. Kind of. Tomeo's not really that physically strong, but I know she would have some tricks. I think she crafts poison.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of the thing she does.
Okay.
And I think cloning. I think Jack Horner would still be able to kick both their asses, though.
True, but if Tomeo poisoned him first, then that's probably how that fight went down.
Yeah, she.
Guillaume and Willow threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Neither of these characters are stupid enough to try something like that when they're not the last two people left.
exactly.
Skull emoji.
I'm still laughing. I don't know if this was actually caught, but I still said Guillaume sees fire in the distance. Really funny because he's blind. I don't know if that was caught, but Gwen falls into a frozen lake and drowns. No.
Damn it!
Tommy forces Terry to kill Dementia or Dr. Phage, and they decide to kill Dr.
Terry.
Phage. That's actually a W.
For you.
Tommy would not fucking do that.
I mean, I'm glad it resulted in Terry killing Phage.
I mean,
Skull
honestly, I think
emoji.
honestly, the thing is, I think Dementia would actually be the better pick to kill here, because like Phage is Phage, but Dementia wants to destroy the multiverse and recreate it in his own image.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
But
fair
I do think
enough.
it's really funny how Terry is keeping up the tradition of, like, taking down corrupt doctors after Dr. Frakes.
Ha ha! Send him into
That's
the
true.
Send him into the
Send-
CRS universe.
Sanji receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Serizawa begs for Pepperman to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Serizawa. I just imagine
Kills him from
I'm just imagining
spikes.
that Pepperman just, like, kind of climbs into his mouth and just causes him to die of spice overdose.
True.
Yeah.
It's unironically in character for Serizawa to go out like that. It's funny. The dichotomy of Serizawa is hilarious because canonically a top 5 most powerful psychic, and he's also just a massive goofball.
I love Serizawa.
And anyway, Gustavo and Brick use the whooshy use the whooshy fingerhold to send Sprig Plantar to the spirit realm.
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck? Okay. That implies that the Brick also joined in on the whooshy finger holding.
Yeah.
How is that even possible? Ichiro and Andy
The
hunt
double
brother tributes.
skadoosh.
Chiro is such a menace in this.
It's true. Scout injures himself. Josuke thinks about home. Rio thinks about home. Gordon Feetman tries to spear Trident. Giorno is pricked by thorns while picking berries. I just want to make sure the stream still hasn't killed itself again. Okay, it's good.
No, it's good.
Okay, that's good. Yushiro is consumed by the moon. That's ironic.
That's
the demon's
real
weakness is our sun.
Okay.
The moon reflects sunlight. Mm.
Oh, that's actually true, yeah. I guess it's not strong enough to kill them, though. Because otherwise, the plot of Demon Slayer would be over very fast.
Yeah.
Jane Margolis goes hunting. Mr. Krabs goes hunting. Bubby practices his archery. Crazy Dave begs for Mrs. Boonchoy to kill him. She reluctantly obliges, killing Crazy Dave. Why would he do that? Because he's crazy! The archivist defeats the entire concept of pathos in a fight that spares their life. I don't know!
What?
She broke not just the fourth wall, but every other wall, too.
And then she rebuilt them all.
In her own image. Ted Beneke destroys Mob with vulnerability and feelings. That's actually so in character. Ted is absolutely the type of person to just randomly trauma dump to a 14-year-old. Any Breaking Bad character would, if I'm being honest.
And like from what I understand, it's totally in character for that to destroy Mob, albeit in probably a much more literal sense than usual.
Actually, Mob is I feel like Mob would be indifferent to that sort of.
Yeah, Mob would just be like, "Oh, okay."
Mob would just shrug it off.
Here's
and
my
keep
trauma.
walking. Mob's trauma would just make Ted Beneke hot.
Yeah.
Dr. Chan dies from first. Zeus turns Bulgarian. John Glockstar assassinates Tengen. What the hell?
What?
Come on.
Bruh.
Oh,
Not Tengen.
all my
Oh,
favorite
man.
characters keep fucking dying.
Hatsune Miku tracks down and kills Kingpin. We also lost Rengoku, but I think it was a while ago. Mr. Stick fatally stubs.
Herb.
Oh shit, we lost
Jelly
Yuichiro
Pop-
too. All your favorite Hashiras are dead.
Ferb,
No.
please. I'm
Okay,
begging
Mr.
you.
Stick fatally stubs Fine It Girls. Oh, please don't die on us, Ferb. Okay, he just makes a fling shot.
Okay, good.
Bill Cipher
Bill
engages
Cipher.
the people Twitter. Yeah, that's in character. Patrick Star and Emma Sky fight Squidward, Tentacles, and Noam Chomsky. Squidward and Noam Chomsky survive.
Squidward killed Patrick. He's had enough.
He's had enough.
Fucking had enough.
He reached his breaking point. It's Jover. Kieran accidentally steps on a landmine.
Skull emoji.
Jessica Drew diverts Drake's attention and runs away. I don't think she would have much trouble doing that. Heavy TF2 searches for firewood. Daki is dead by SCP-3999, who kills her with a sickle. Kirby overhears
rough, buddy.
Hunter and Tamari talking in the distance. It's
What are
funny.
they talking about? Trauma?
Okay, I would say something, but it's a massive spoiler for Demon Slayer, so I'm not gonna. King Clawthorn
okay.
cannot
Yeah.
handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Come on.
Oh man.
Come on, King.
Shinobu tries to sleep through the entire day. Hot Pop attacks Han Tengu, but Gyutaro protects him, killing Hot Pop. That is
Shit.
that's actually low-key in character.
Yes, very much so. That's
Guitara's been like.
Hootie suddenly.
I didn't even notice that for a moment until you said something. I was thinking about the Gyutaro protecting Han Tengu moment. It just occurred to me I could have added Han Tengu's clones, but I'm not gonna. No
Okay,
elaboration on what that
Hootie
means, Loboto. You'll see.
I imagine Hootie just like freaking sticks his head into the ground like an ostrich, and then
And he just falls down the entire way.
yeah, like
Oh,
his whole
imagine.
freaking noodle body just unravels into the ground.
I'm just imagining he takes the entire house with him.
like
The house
slurped
just
up by the ground like
the
a
house just
noodle.
detaches from the ground and then just slams into the ground after him and creates a massive crater.
Oh my god, true.
There's so many funny visuals I'm getting in my head from this game.
Huh?
The founder runs away from Carl.
Hell
Carl
yeah.
is fucking terrifying
yeah.
to an O5 council member. The
Don't mess
founder
with
of the
the
SCP
intern.
Foundation itself, apparently. Nina Macias and Tamari hold hands. Harry's awoken by nightmares. Pepperman cooks his food before putting his fire out.
Pepperman.
Is he not himself food? Haru, Mr. Stubbins, and the founder cheerfully sing songs together. Kirby accidentally steps on a landmine.
Okay, actually, I think
Of
Teru
course that's a way for him
threatened
to
the
die.
founder.
Yeah,
Teru
that's
definitely
probably about real. This is Boon
Sorry,
Choi
guys,
versus
I gotta go now.
Okay, no problem. The game's
Aw.
probably almost over,
Okay.
realistically.
Yeah.
We'll just finish this up and then end the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good night. Sanji stabs
Nighty.
Tameo while her back is turned. Bubby tends to his wound. Gyutaro does the yoinky splinky too hard and violently explodes.
Ah!
Rotating circular
That's so
slashes
goofy.
went completely wrong.
Skull emoji.
He fucked up his blood demon art so bad.
Jesus.
Lady Olivia turns frogs gay by putting chemicals in the water, but accidentally touches the water and overdoses on gay. It's especially funny that an Amphibia character has this fate.
Uh,
Mr. Krabs convinces Carl to not kill him, only to kill him instead. The SpongeBob clan is finally fighting back against Phineas and Ferb characters.
True.
Hunter, Jessica Drew, Mr. Grimbrim, and Ford Pines form a suicide pact, killing themselves.
come
Montangu stays awake all night.
God, Hunter.
Hachiro says explode in the vicinity of Gordon Feetman, instantly turning him into a mushroom cloud. I can totally imagine him doing that.
Such a menace in this.
He is, literally. Giorno lets Ted into his shelter. Josuke, Shinobu, Squidward, Gustavo, and Brick, and the archivist sleep in shifts. Noam Chomsky frightens Heavy to death with a cotton candy lobster, but accidentally frightens himself to death as well. That's totally canon compliant for Heavy.
no man, but that thing scares me.
It's true. Hatsune Miku and Tommy Kulada talk about the tribute still alive. Zeus and Mr. Stick hold hands. Jane farts on Dementio's balls too hard. Holy fuck.
God.
Oh, Loboto's in my chat now.
No.
Okay. Clone Andy uses the Wooshi finger hold to send Kanaya to the spirit realm. No!
No!
Not Kanaya.
My little god.
Infighting in the people with one blue eye, Phantom. Also, I just want to shout this out. The person who originally drew Kanaya's PFP is called Frizzle. I do not know if they have changed their name since, but I remember them being called
beef
Frizzle.
with Frizzle. Just minor beef.
Yeah, but Frizzle
I'm
did
not going to
the
get
art.
into it though.
Regardless of whatever
I have
Frizzle
to get
did.
around to Yeah, I have to get around to redrawing Kanaya.
Regardless
done
of whatever
sketches.
Frizzle did, I will
Yeah.
point out that they did do the art, and the art looks very good. So I have a principle of
Think
crediting
about it.
artists, even if I don't like them. But anyway,
Yeah, fair enough.
Clone Andy uses the Wooshi fingerhold to send Kanaya to the spirit realm. The entire concept of pataphysics addresses the game makers directly and begins monologuing, lecturing about how their actions are immoral. Okay. The entire concept of pataphysics gets blown up by a missile. I guess it doesn't really kill them because I fucked up the event, but Kindle replaces Aaron's organs with bees.
Jesus.
What the fuck did Kingpin order you to
The
do?
Prowler to buzzer. God damn.
Jesus fuck, that's so... Why is that so funny to me? Okay, Ferb, SCP-399, and Andy get into a fight. Ferb triumphantly kills them both. The
How the
Phineas and Ferb
fuck?
effect is too
Sweet.
strong. It's true. Passes out from
Crazy.
exhaustion. 47 cannon shots can be heard.
Jesus
I imagine
Christ.
we don't have much time left for the game
Okay, I'm
ends.
rooting for either Ferb or
Tamari
Mr.
would
Boy.
die like that.
I would love for Teru to win a game. He came very
Okay,
close
guys,
once.
wait. Really
Terry's
quick,
up there, too.
I
What?
have Tamari lore. There's this one time that Tamari travels to Antarctica, and the way that they kept all their hardware warm was by running websites that had like a ton of hentai pop-ups that kept coming up, so that their hardware
The
wouldn't
word hentai
freeze.
shocked me like a FNAF jump scare. That's not where I expected the conversation to go.
Yeah, so that's just some fun Tamari lore.
Okay, so I would like Teru to win. I think that would be cool. Hatsune Miku
I'm rooting
unplugs
for
from the
Hachiro,
Matrix and
low-key.
dies.
No!
Yorno fates on Jane's balls too hard.
Fates?
Sorry, farts. My bad.
Bruh.
Engineer Gaming Hontengu. Squidward receives fresh food. Seuss depicts Kindle as the soy jack and himself as the Chad. Amazing. I actually would really like Seuss to win.
Yes, for me it's Seuss, Terry, Ferb, and Mrs. Boonchoy are my 4 to like win.
Yeah, that would be good
Hopefully.
too. Clone Andy attacks
Clone
Terry,
Andy
but
attacks-
Hachiro protects them, killing Clone Andy. Hachiro
Wow.
is canonically defensive of the non-binaries.
Based!
Mrs. Boonchoy,
Based.
Rio, Gustavo, and Brick, and Mr. Krabs raid Mr. Stick's camp while he is hunting. Based, destroy the capitalists, even though Mr. Krabs is also a capitalist, but, you know, capitalist infighting is good for the workers. Sanji,
True.
Herb, Shinobu, and Tommy hunt for other tributes. Pepperman and Josuke work together for the day. This is a really funny visual, just like JoJo character and a pepper that's sentient.
True.
Nina kills Bubby for his supplies.
Damn.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I also forgot about Shinobu. Shinobu winning will be good. Mrs.
Yeah.
Boonchoy, Nina, Hachiro, Gustavo, and Brick and Pepperman sleep in shifts. Yorno and Seuss threaten the double suicide. It fails and they die. Why do you guys keep
Damn
doing
it.
this? You guys are stupid. Josuke downloads a zip bomb to his brain. Herb eats live tracker jackers, mistakenly thinking they're regular bees. No! No! Ed Beneki suddenly and inexplicably sinks into the ground, suffocating.
This is so sad.
Sanji and Han Tengu hold hands. No, that's just a crack ship I don't even want to get into. Drake strangles Squidward after engaging in a fist fight. Mr. Stick and the archivist tell stories about themselves to each other. That's a really funny thing to imagine. Mr. Krabs and Teru huddle for warmth.
Huh?
Mr. Krabs and Teru.
Huh?
I mean, Mr. Krabs is a father figure.
Fair enough.
Mr. Stubbins is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. And a couple more people have died. Alright. Rio Morales and Nina Macias get into a fight over raw meat, but Nina Macias gives
Raw
up and
meat?
runs away.
Is this an Amos
Mrs.
reference?
No, Mrs. Boonchoy! No! He makes a fatal spelling
God
error in an
damn it.
argument with Gustavo and Brick.
No! Terry, come on, Terry.
Mr. Krabs, Hachiro kills Mr. Krabs and the archivist. Holy fuck! He's single-handedly taking down all of the oppressive hierarchies. It's Jover.
Insanely based.
Hontengu
Jover.
spears Mr. Stick in the abdomen. It's really funny imagining just base Hontengu doing that and not even one of his clones. Because base Hontengu
shit
is
is
a
crazy.
whiny little fuck. He's a pathetic scamp. He's the
Truly.
physical. He's basically the demon. He's basically the physical manifestation of the concept of Weenie Hut Jr. as a demon.
Bruh.
No, Shinobu! God
No!
damn it! Tommy pushes Shinobu off a cliff during a knife fight. How the fuck does Tommy beat Shinobu in a knife fight? That's some bullshit. No, Teru!
Peppermint faintly beams the French flag onto Teru.
That's actually a perfect way for Teru to die.
Name of the French flag.
Right? I still love how French is censored.
Fucking
Same.
Drake spears Mr. Stubbins in the abdomen. Sanji replaces Terry's organs with bees. Okay, who else do I still like?
I'm still rooting for Hachiro.
Okay, Hachiro is
I wanna
basically the
see
one-
him.
Okay, Rio Morales as well. I'd like.
Okay, I'll root with Rio. And
Yeah,
I guess Drake, he seems like a decent guy.
yeah, Drake's
Maybe,
cool.
I don't know.
Drake seems like a cool. No, Sanji!
Hachiro, you came so far!
Pepperman.
My
Pepperman addresses the game makers. I'm just imagining him being hit with a missile and just splattering into a bunch of food bits. Hontengu accidentally recites the speech that instantly kills you.
Oh my god.
That just feels like something he would do, if
Does
I'm
the
being
game-
honest.
Is the Game Maker event even, like, still failed?
I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe the single one is. I might have only fucked up one of them.
Hmm.
The founder sees Dream SMP fan art online and immediately dies from septic shock.
Bruh.
Even the founder of the SCP Foundation can't handle Dream SMP fan art.
That shit's cognito hazardous beyond the levels of other cognito hazards.
It's true. Cognito cataclysm. Gustavo and Brick attacks Drake, but he manages to escape. Rio chucks water at Tommy and waits for it to oil, causing Tommy to immediately phase through the ground into the void. Please, can Rio
That
win?
feels in character.
Rio is like the only character I have any emotional attachment to out of any of these people. Drake accidentally recites the speech and instantly kills you.
No!
Gustavo and Brick dies of ball fart. Nina Macias and
Rio.
Sanji sleep in shifts. Please, Rio, do it.
Come on,
Win.
Rio.
Come on,
Win.
Rio. Come on, Rio.
Nina Macias kills
Rio.
Sanji with his own
Rio.
weapon. Rio
That's
dies from
fair.
hunger.
No!
Oh, I felt Nina Macias wins.
Nina, you menace!
We were so
Once
close.
again.
We
Someone
were
I don't
so
even know.
close.
Ugh.
We were
Ugh,
so
yeah,
damn
God.
close. Ugh.
This is crazy.
It's
Ugh.
Jover.
It's
God damn it.
Joker.
Welp. Needless
This
to
is
say,
fucking
we
crazy.
don't have time to do more of this.
Can you proceed and
Yeah.
just like see the stats?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm assuming that we can do that.
Yeah.
Stats. Nina Macias had 5 kills. Sanji had 5 kills. Hold on, how many
Can we see
fucking
Hachira's kills?
12 kills.
12 kills!
Which is still
Whoa.
somehow less than the amount of kills Sprig got without the massacre event.
Yeah.
That is
Sprig
crazy.
was such a menace that time.
Okay, let me see who had the most. There's probably a list somewhere. Let's just.
At the bottom, probably.
it goes on for a while. Proceed again. Okay, it doesn't look like we can see that list, but
Aw. I assume that Hachiro got the most
shit.
kills.
yeah, Hachiro definitely did get the most by far because
Well,
he had the
can
massacre.
you
event.
like actually just like while you're on the character page thingy, can you change Whiskey's pronouns to he, him?
There's a couple
whatever.
others that are fucked up too, but I'll just
Yeah.
deal with that tomorrow. I can't be bothered.
Okay. Fair
Okay,
enough.
where's Whiskey? I'll at least fix Whiskey.
Yeah.
Where? I don't
Great
fucking know where
question.
Whiskey is. Okay, hold on, let me look it up. Okay. Whiskey's a he, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got him.
The transgender laser beam just had an accidental collision. It's all good.
Objectively true.
Well, that was fun. I imagine that we have to stop now because this
Hentai jump
300-person game. This 300-person game takes forever. Icromantis says, hello, sorry I'm late. No, Icro, you were right on time. The stream just started. You're good. We totally haven't been streaming for like 4 fucking hours at this. Even though like an hour of that
Totally.
is just cut out.
Yep. Okay. That was fun.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be ending the stream now. Anyone got any final words for us?
Hachiro should have
Uh,
won.
You're
I
right.
would just like to say, Ferb was fucking robbed.
Exactly. Every Phineas and
You're
Ferb
right.
character was robbed.
Shaking my
Alright,
head.
I'll see you around.
Alright.
Okay, bye guys.
Thanks
Bye.
for having me.
Bye.
And